Hello, gamers. Oh, sheesh. Welcome back to another amazing live stream by yours truly. This is a little different than anything we've kind of done before. So, we'll see if you like it. But we were talking about Homestuck yesterday, and it made me realize that a lot of you don't know about Homestuck. And I had to rectify that. If I had to be indoctrinated at, like, how old was I? God, fucking probably like 11, 12 into Homestuck, I think the rest of you have to come with me. Because if you do not know, they just dropped, I don't know if it's just the trailer, but the trailer for the animated pilot for the Homestuck show, I guess you could call it. And I think a lot of you need to know the real beginnings if you're even thinking about watching that show. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna bring in a lot of new gens, and, you want to be part of the middle ground. So we're here, and we're gonna read Homestuck. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. But hello! Who's here? Hello, Anarchy. Hello, Black Blue. Hi, Anastasia. Hi. Let's see. What am I missing? Always bothered festive, I just see. That's actually true, though. I'm currently 18 and never heard of it. Well, you're about to hear about it today. If you've ever heard about the Sharpie bath incident, yeah, that's Homestuckers. Yeah. Homestuck was my life, bro. Me too. I remember me and my sister, when we got into it, we were like racing each other to get. Sorry, I keep about to hiccup. We were like racing each other to get to like the current point. Honestly, the last thing I remember reading of Homestuck was something with the Dancestors, which means nothing to the people who don't know anything about it. But we'll get there eventually. Sharpie bath. We'll get into that too. When it's relevant. I've heard some of it, but nothing at the same time. Also, I'm not about to know because I can't save for stream. Rip. Let me switch us over to the, well, kind of game screen. Don't worry about not being able to read something. I, unfortunately, for me, will be reading everything. So, there's that. Let me... There's not really audio, so I'll just turn this, like, kind of lower. And we'll just have random shit in the background. Honestly, I should... I should... You know who I should put on? Mr. Fox himself. If you do not know, Toby Fox, famously creator of Undertale and Deltarune, used to make a lot of music for Homestuck. Or a lot of music that was used in Homestuck, one of which... He didn't make this for Homestuck, but it was used in Homestuck. Megalovania, famously sans Undertale song, was in Homestuck at one point. So, there's that. You know what? I will. I'll throw on the Undertale soundtrack, just because I feel like that fits. Just because I feel like it fits. Hi, Hydro! By the way. Alright, here, let me see, I'll zoom in, oop, nope, that is, my Spotify, that is not this. Here, I'll zoom in a little bit more so you guys can see a bit better. So, this is the first iconic frame of Homestuck. This is the one that started it all. As you can see, this was uploaded April 13th, 2009, which is why if you are ever, if it ever is that day, like April 13th, the Homestuckers will come out of the woodworks, because that is this person's birthday and also the start of the webcomic. So it is the Homestuck day officially. A young man stands in his bedroom. It just so happens that today, the 13th of April 2009, is this young man's birthday. Though it was 13 years ago he was given life, it is only today he will be given a name. What will the name of this young man be? Let's see. Let's put in a name here. Okay, but is it a Friday? I don't know. You'll have to look up what day the 13th of 2009 was in April. Cuz I have no idea. Enter name. What Zoo Smell Poop Lord. Try again, smartass. Let's try again. John Egbert. That is correct. That is the name of our little guy here. John Egbert. Let's examine the room. So this is our room here. Okay. Your name is John. As was previously mentioned, it is your birthday. A number of cakes are scattered about your room. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for really terrible movies. You like to program computers, but are not very good at it. You have a fondness for paranormal lore and are an aspiring amateur magician. You also like to play games sometimes. What will you do? No way, it's Toby Fox. Listen, I'm playing the music for you guys. I'm playing the Undertale soundtrack for you guys because there's no audio until specific frames. So it would just be like dead silent, and I didn't want that. So you know, you'll hear the Undertale soundtrack for your viewing pleasure. Damn, it was a Monday. Oof. I mean, the start of the week though. I know some people are like, Sunday's the start of the week, and, you know, I agree, but also, like, Monday. Monday is the start of the week. Okay, John, quickly retrieve arms from drawer. Your arms are in your magic chest, poop lord. Okay, sorry. Remove cake from magic chest. Out of sympathy for John's perceived lack of arms, you pick up the cake for him and put it in his bed. Sorry, put it on his bed. That's so rude. Quickly retrieve arms from magic chest.
For real?
For real? Hi, Delta. You retrieve your fake arms from the chest. You use these for hilarious antics. You captchalogue them into your Silodex. You have no idea what that actually means, though. There are other items in the chest. Who's it? Look at him looking at me. He does have arms. You know, they just aren't always visible. Examine contents of chest. In here, you keep an array of humorous and mystical artifacts, each one a devastating weapon in the hands of a skilled magician or a cunning prankster. You are neither of those things. Among the artifacts are 2 fake arms currently captchalogued in your Silodex, 1 pair of trick handcuffs, 1 stunt sword, 1 magician's hat, 1 pair of beagle pus glasses, several smoke pellets, several blood capsules, and 1 copy of Colonel Massacre's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery. Words that I have never seen in my life, I swear to God. And 1 copy of Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Cavani. I don't even know. Some of this stuff might come in handy at some point. For now, you decide to just take the smoke pellets. You don't want what would you guys pick out of this pile of stuff? I think I would pick the stunt sword just for fun. I don't know. There we go. It's in our pockets. You stow the smoke pellets on one of your captchalogue cards in your Silodex. You still aren't totally sure what that means, but you are starting to get the hang of the vernacular at least. You have 2 empty captchalogue cards remaining. The gag glasses, book. All good choices. All good choices. John, equip the fake arms. You aren't totally sure if equip is a verb copacetic with the abstract behavioral medium in which you dwell, but you give it a try anyway. Unfortunately, you cannot access the fake arms. Their card is underneath the one you have just used to captchalogue the smoke pellets. You will have to use the pellets first in order to access the arms, but this is probably unadvisable since you just make your room lousy with smoke. Your Solidex's fetch modus is currently dictated by the logic of a stack data structure. You were never all that great with data structures, and you find the concept puzzling and mildly irritating. But with any hope, perhaps you will advance new, more practical fetch modi for your Solidex with a little more experience. Let's examine this problem sleuth poster. Guys, if you don't know, which you probably don't, the person who made Homestuck is called Andrew Hussey. A lot of lore. There's a lot of lore with Andrew Hussey. We will get into none of it. Except for the fact that before Homestuck, there were a few webcomics that Hussey had made, one of which was Problem Sleuth, which this is a reference to. Wild name. Yeah. Real name, to my knowledge. Born with it. Oh, Hussey, my mortal enemy / beloved. Yeah, most Homestuckers be like. Is it even possible to get any more hard-boiled than that? You really doubt it. This poster was one of your wisest purchases. I'm assuming this is gonna link me to the shop. There is a nice spot on the wall next to it. You've been meaning to hang another poster there soon. Read, John, read note on drawer. Happy birthday, son. I'm so proud of you. This note is rich with the aromas of fatherly aftershaves and colognes. Beside the note is a rolled up poster. Take poster. Another birthday artifact. You wonder what is printed on the poster. You'll need some way to hang it on your wall. Acquire hammer and nails. They will come in handy. You first place the hammer into your Solidex, but now all of your capture log cards are full. You wonder what will happen if you try to take the nails. You guess it doesn't hurt to try. Take nails. Ah! You capture log 4 nails into the top card and push all the artifacts down a card. The fake arms are pushed entirely out of the deck. Oh well. They're probably completely useless anyway, but you probably don't want to do that again unless you want to drop the smoke pellets and suffer the consequences. In any case, you feel like you have gathered enough things to get down to business and do some really important stuff. The next thing you will do will probably be exceptionally meaningful. John, squawk like an imbecile and shit on your desk. That is the dumbest idea you've had in weeks. Weeks! Stupid, stupid, stupid. And yet the polished surface of your desk, it beckons. Combine the nails and hammer. You merge the top 2 cards. The hammer and nails are now capture logged on the same card and can be used together. Use the hammer / nails on the poster. You use the hammer and nails in conjunction with the card beneath it. I feel like I'm playing 999, honestly. Dog is just like Deltarune. Okay. Nail poster to wall. Dude, the post, look it, there it goes. The poster's up. Little monsters. You use the hammer, nails, and poster on the blank space on the wall. It's glorious, exactly what you wanted. The old man really came through this time. This is where it gets good. John, examine the Con Air poster. The funny part is, I think I quote this all the time. Not all the time, but when it's relevant. Like, if you say the word bunny, I'm gonna be like, put the bunny back in the box. Have you guys... Yo. Take a shot. No, I'm kidding. Have any of you ever seen the movie Con Air? And if the answer is yes, did you watch it because of Homestuck? I'll go first. I have seen it, and the answer is yes. Take a shot. Okay. God, I forgot all about this. I have not, but I've heard of it. Wow, Black Blue. I've seen a movie and you haven't. I think you need to get on that. Is it like Snakes on a Plane? To be honest with you, I barely remember the plot besides the part where he's like, put the bunny back in the box. Yes, we see each other. We see each other. Put the bunny back in the box. I said, put the bunny back in the box. Why couldn't you put the bunny back in the box? I don't actually know what happens if I click on this. Hold on. I'm gonna save this just in case we need to get back or something. Can I open? Oh, wait, can you see this?
Appears the United States parole.
I hope they don't copyright me for this.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Put the bunny back in the box.
I knew you was a punk, and I was right. You been playing us all along. You a free man.
I said, put the bunny back in the box.
I don't know why this is frying me so damn bad. When they started crawling at each other, that fried me real bad. But that's that. If you did not know, that's the context to that scene. Why couldn't you put the bunny back in the box? Let's examine this Deep Impact poster. Morgan Freeman's genteel homespun mannerisms were perfect qualities for a president residing over a crisis. Oceans rise, cities fall, hope survives. Wow. Films about impending apocalypse fascinate you. Plus, a black president? Now you've seen everything. You've marked your birthday, the 13th of April. Another day you marked was supposed to be the arrival for the highly touted Spur Beta launch. Where does this go? Oh, okay. It's been 3 days already. It's starting to become a sore subject with you. You're like, oh, my game's not here. Beta. Oh my god, it looks disgusting. I hate it. I hate it. It's the 10th of April. Though it was 10 years ago. He was given life, and today he will be given a name. We're not going to be going through this. I'll tell you right now. We're just sticking to the OG shit. Yuck. Yuck. I actually hate that it's not pixelized. For some reason, I hate that. Anyways, John, eat cake. You are sick to death of cake. You've been eating it all day, and you have no intention of clogging your Silodex with it either. The cake stays put for now. You hear a notice from your computer. Someone is messaging you. Examine incoming messages. Oh my gosh. Guys, would you use Pester Chum? You will pull up your computer. This is where you spent most of your time. You decorated your desktop with some rather handsome wallpaper, which you made yourself. You are really proud of it. Your desktop is also littered with various programming project files. You are so bad at programming, sometimes you wonder why you even bother with it. Your Pester Chum application is flashing. Someone is trying to get in touch with you. Let's open this. Dude, it's all my friends, my 3 friends. What a Pester Chum 6.0 chat client. Only one of your chums is logged in. He sent you a message. Let's open the message. Bro is the ghost form Ghostbusters. He loves paranormal shit. Oh my god, this is our first of many Pester logs. Get ready, cause these can get long. Oh my gosh, better than none. John has friends? Yeah. Turn Tech Godhead, TG, began pestering ectobiologist EB at 1613. Hey, so what sort of insane loot did you rake in today? I got a little Monsters poster. It's so awesome. I'm going to watch it all again today. The apple juice scene was so funny. Oh, hell. That is such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It is like fucking Christmas up in here. Oh, that's fine. But I just have one question and then a word of caution. Have you ever seen a movie called Little Monster starring Howie Mandel and Fred Savage? But the seal on the bottle is unbroken. Are you suggesting someone put piss in my apple juice at the factory? All I'm saying is, don't you think Monster Howie Mandel has the power to do something as simple as reseal a bottle? Try using your brain, numbnuts. Why did the fat kid or whoever drank it know what piss tasted like? I mean, his reaction was nigh instantaneous. It was the 15th day in a row Howie Mandel peed in his juice. Okay, I can accept that. Monster B-list celebrity douchebags are cunning and persistent pranksters. Also, Fred Savage had a really punchable face. But who cares about this? Let's stop talking about it. Did you get the beta yet? No, did you? Man, I got 2 copies already. But I don't care, I'm not going to play it or anything. The game sounds boring. Did you see how it got slammed in Game Bro? Game Bro is a joke, and we both know it. Yeah, why don't you check your mail? Maybe it's there now. Alright. John, look out the window. Piss and juice. I was so low-key, not piss soon. Oh, God. Okay, what's outside? Dude, there is mail. You see the view of your front yard from your window. Hanging from the tree is your tire swing. In a kid's yard, a tree without a tire swing is like a proper gentleman without a monocle. That is to say, he can hardly be considered a terrible proper gentleman at all. Terribly. There, beside your driveway, is the mailbox. Examine the mailbox. Bro, this is so mean. The little red arm swingy dealy thing, or whatever it's called, is flipped up. What the hell is that thing called anyway? You have no time for these semantics. The red flippy lever thing means you have new mail, and that means the beta might be here. Let's go outside and check the mail. Oh, my parental's coming home. You're about to hurry downstairs when you hear a car pull into the driveway. It looks like your dad has returned from the grocery store. Oh, great. He is beating you to the mail. Forget it. Check mail later. Oh my gosh. If you go downstairs to get it, he will likely monopolize hours of your time. You decide to chill out up here for a while until the dust settles. Sometimes you feel like you're trapped in this room. Stuck, if you will. In a sense which possibly borders on the titular. And now your chum is pestering you again. The clockwork of friendship turns ceaselessly, operating the swing lever dealies of harassment in perpetuality. Whatever. The dude can just hold his damn horses. Oh my gosh. Examine the games on the CD rack. You've put countless man-hours in this assortment of quality tiles. Oh my gosh. Titles. We've got Bard Quest. Oh my gosh. Which is this one, obviously. I told you, there's things before Homestuck. This one... Problem Sleuth. We've talked about this before. And It Don't Stop. This one. Ghostbusters 2 MMORPG. Now, stuck in your home, you say. Say that again. Wait, do y'all actually have mailbox like that? Some people do. Some people don't. It's mostly like in suburban houses that have like actual mail thingies that go up. My mailbox is just a box on my house wall. And you know, they put stuff inside of it. Little monsters. Ew. Look how crunchy. Harry Anderson, Call My Bluff. Wow, there's so many good games in here. Read Colonel Sassacre's daunting text. Oh my gosh, what a great looking book, honestly. Thick as hell too. My house didn't. Mailbox was just integrated into the house. That's fair. All the copyrighted stuff that's gonna get cut from the anime. I know. I'm like, that's what I'm thinking. Because I'm like, well, now that I'm thinking about it, they did publish, I forget how many of the acts as books. Do we know how much like was cut from those? I've never read the published book versions of Homestuck, so I'm not actually sure. But I mean, like, never had the books. Yeah, me neither. That's why I'm like, I don't know how much of it, like, got cut from that. And if it did, if it's gonna be different than the anime. I feel like it's definitely gonna cut out a lot of things. But I remember somebody asked, like, you guys think, like, this certain group is gonna be in it? I don't want to spoil it, because, you know, when it happens, it'll be funny. But I was like, that would be funny if they were in there. You decide to consult with the Colonel's bottomless wisdom. Good grief, this thing is huge. It could kill a cat if you dropped it. Why a cat specifically? But to really dig into this hefty book, you will have to capture log it. You are not sure if you're ready to log gem your other artifacts beneath it just yet. Like, what do you mean I can't open it? Capture log fake arms again. God damn it. What did you just say? You don't want to clog up your... Oh, Jesus. In a momentary lapse of concentration, you accidentally capture log the arms again. Set Pester Chum status to bully. You don't think the situation is quite dire enough to go all the way to Rancors, but you still feel the Pester Chum client should reflect your mood change in some way. Bully will have to do, you guess. I know, like, why do they... It's not enough. This unsurprisingly does nothing whatsoever. Oh, right, you forgot your chum is still pestering you. Answer chum. What do you want, TG? And not at all the person that I know the name of. T? Is it there yet? Please say yes. Maybe you can play with TT. She's been pestering me all day about it. She's macking on me so hard all the time, I start to feel embarrassed for her. I mean, not that I can blame her or anything. Yes, because it's understandable because you are really attractive. I am attractive to you. Thank you. JK. No, I don't think I don't have it yet. My dad has the mail, and I guess I have to go get it from him and see if it's in there. And I've been busy spending all afternoon shitting around with my stupid Silodex. It's so frustrating. What's your modus? What? How do you retrieve artifacts from it? Oh, like one at a time, I guess. But if I put too much in, something falls out. Stack? Oh, what is yours? Hash map. My bro taught me a few tricks. He basically knows everything, and it's awesome. What the hell is that? You should probably brush up on your data structures. I guess. Did you at least allocate your strife specibus? Homestuck words are the worst, especially for my dyslexic ass. I'm like, oh, text, a lot of text on the screen, I can't read. No, it can free up a card for you, plus let you attack stuff whenever things get too hot to handle, which is never. What have you got? Well, I've got a hammer, but it's trapped under some arms. Wow, you really suck at this, don't you? Just get rid of the arms and then allocate the hammer to the specibus. How? I don't know. Just use the arms on any old thing to see if it works. Combine fake arms with cake. Facts, hash maps are so much better than sags. I'll take your word on it, 'cause I don't even know what that means. Oh my gosh. You stick the fake arms in the cake on your bed. This definitely makes the cake at least 300% more hilarious. You're sure Colonel Sassacre would know the precise index of elevated hilarity. Allocate hammer to strife specibus. Hammer kind. You check the back of your strife specibus and for the kind of abstratus you have in mind for it. Bro, they got me working overtime. It's actually just a word check. Your strife specibus has been allocated with the hammer kind abstratus. The hammer has been moved from your capture log deck to your strife deck. Report my progress to TG, my goat. TLDR has maps. Let him get anything out of his inventory as long as he knows the name of it. Ha. Good. Actually, I love that emote. Okay, I did it. Hammer kind? Yeah. Okay, that will be the permanent allocation for your specibus. I guess I should have mentioned that. Hope you like hammers, dude. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I can't imagine it's going to be all that relevant. Capture log Colonel's big book. Now that you've got some space in your Silodex to work with, you figure you might as well start squandering it immediately. Ordinarily, this ridiculous book would be way too heavy to carry around in any practical way. You guess maybe this is one respect in which the cards present some convenience. Examine the Game Bro magazine. Game Bro. Spurb. Why the game of the year or whatever isn't as good as some other stuff I like that's better. Read article. Okay. Spurb. So, okay, Spurb is this game that a lot of cats seem hella pumped of. And this beta is sitting on my desk for review, so I'm like, yeah man, I'll write something. But I don't know, I'm like, so this is about houses or some noise? That's fine. I'm sure that's like fucking dynamite in a handbag for some brosefs. But all I'm saying is, when do you get to thrash anything? While you're playing house or some shit? Or you ever in jeopardy of getting mud on your doll's dress or whatever from busting out, and I quote, the mad stunts all wicked up-ins? You know what I'm saying, bro? Yo, ma, I didn't actually play this game, but I gave it 1.5 hats out of 5 hats to keep it real. So, at this point, I'd like to give a shout out to my boy Dennis, who was over the other day. We were gonna chill in front of the Dark Knight, and he was so psyched of it all, y'all. So, this one time, he was leaning against the screen door, and the shit popped open, and then the back deck was all wet, and he slipped down the steps and broke his thumb on the lawn. It wasn't a long fall, but hey, I guess a thumb bone wasn't made for supporting the brunt of a huge useless tool against wet grass. We never did watch The Dark Knight on account of Ron trucking his bawling candy-ass girth to the hospital. But it's cool. I still got another watch in me. Bro tell Rwanda. Bro notes, Dennis was so wasted. Haha, I mean, damn. What a great review, don't you guys think? This is possibly the greatest game review ever. That's what I was thinking. Let's capture log this shit. It might come in handy if you ever need something that burns easily. Capture log magician's hat. Oh my god, we're gonna drop these fucking smoke pellets, aren't we? You expend your final card on the magician's hat. Get funny glasses too. You don't have a free card in your Siladex. However, you are able to merge the beagle pus with the magician's hat to create a clever disguise. In case you didn't know what this was. Wear disguise to fool dad. Dude, it's literally me. John, who is this John you speak of? You are quite certain there has never been or ever will be. Yeah, this is a really shitty disguise. While you're wearing the items, they remain on the card, but it is temporarily removed from the deck, thus freeing up the cards beneath it. Leave room. Oh my god, not the picture on the wall! We just looked at that. You exit into the hallway. On one wall hangs a picture of a fella who sure knows how to have a laugh. A man after your own heart. You always thought he looked a lot like Michael Cera, but your dad swears on the many hollowed tombs of Egypt that it is not. You're not sure about that, though. On the other wall is one of your dad's stupid clowns, or harlequins, as he is quick to correct anyone who would venture such brazen assumptions. Go downstairs. Guys, what y'all think of this house? Would you live here? Let me know. The accursed odor of the fresh baking wafts into your newfound nostrils. Something is brewing in the kitchen. It must be the connivings of your arch nemesis, Betty Crocker. And the rich, buttery aroma of her plot stinks to high heaven. This mission is going to be more difficult than you imagine. I just did not the Betty Crocker Wikipedia that just opened up. They're like, in case you don't know what Betty Crocker is. Betty Crocker. I'll read the first line in the wiki for you. Betty Crocker is a brand and fictional character used in advertising campaigns for food and recipe. The character was created in 1921, in case you wanted to know. there's your info if you wanted that. Admire the harlequins. You check out the shelves of fanciful harlequins. Look at this fucking garbage. You hate this stuff. Funny is funny, but your dad sure can be a real cornball. Sometimes at night you pray for burglars. Examine fireplace. Yes, God, the Betty Crocker shit in this thing. Yes, Betty Crocker lore. Too white, I'd stain it with tea within 20 minutes. Listen, not everything is colored in the color that it actually is. That being said, it's really just a use your imagination moment. A bright orange flame, examine fireplace, I don't remember if I read that. A bright orange flame flickers in the fireplace. It doesn't matter that it's April and not terribly chilly outside. In a home, a fireplace needs a fire, because that's what a fireplace is for. A fire belongs in a fireplace, damn it. Categorically at all times without exceptions. As domestic myth of uncountable origin holds, a home borrows the spirit of the flame for as long as it makes a guest of it, much as the moon takes liberty with the sun's rays. The moon's an errant thief, and her pale fire she snatches from the sun. Mark Twain. You are almost certain Mark Twain said that. Tossed Game Bro into the fire. Oh my gosh. There he goes. He's in the fire. Good night. Good night, whatever his name was. It doesn't burn as quickly as you hoped. Each Game Bro magazine is guaranteed to be printed on 40% recycled asbestos. For big ups to Mother Earth, yo. Fondly regard cremation. You examine the sacred urn depicting your departed Nana's ashes. When your father gives her portrait a wistful glance now and then, you can tell it brings back painful memories. A tall bookshelf, a ladder, an unabridged Colonel Sassacres. He never wants to talk about it. Topple the urn. You clumsily mishandle the sacred urn. Ash is everywhere. In retrospect, upon mulling cinematic tropes regarding ash-filled urns, this outcome was virtual uncertainty. You'd probably better clean it up before Dad finds it. Combines father pipe with clever disguise. You think now would be a good time to beef up your clever disguise. Let's examine the oversized gift as well. Oh my gosh. It's this song. Let's look at this. Champ, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. I believe in you. Contemplating what could be inside this package is sort of exciting, but it makes you a little nervous at the same time. Let's open it. Oh, hell no. Capture log ashes. First, you prop the Harlequin doll up on the couch. Having it in the middle of the floor sprawled out all akimbo like that has struck you unseemly. You capture log the ashes to your available card. Combine ashes with urn. You merge the sacred urn with the ashes. Most of the ash is back in the urn, but it's a total mess. Really, it probably would have been tidier if you'd used a broom and dustpan. Put the urn back. No one will be the wiser, except for maybe people with eyes. Go get the fake arms again. You got another brilliant idea for something to do with those pointless arms. You pry them out of the cake and capture log them. Looks like Pastor Chum is acting up again. Examine the third and fourth walls of the room. You know, dude, these are definitely walls. And look, it's my computer again. And my closet, I guess. Check Pastor Chum. Who's pestering me? Oh, it's TT. That TG was talking about. Another one of your chums is messaging you. Let's see. I understand you have recently come into possession of the beta release of the Game of the Year, as featured in respectable periodicals such as Game Bro magazine. Ah, that's an ugly rumor. Whoever told you that is a filthy liar. You should probably stop hitting on him all the time or whatever. I can't control myself. I must have a weakness for insufferable pricks. Anyway, I still haven't checked the mail. My dad has it. I'm trying to go get it from him, so BRB. John? What? You're wearing one of your disguises now, aren't you? You are typing to me right now while wearing something ridiculous. No, why would you even think that? That's so stupid. Okay. Why don't you go get the game from your father? Alright, wish me luck. Oh, by the way, JK, I was wearing a funny disguise this whole time. Gotcha! I know, John. Let's go back downstairs. Those are the walls of all time. I would agree. Oh, also, for any Marvel Rivals-ers out there, they have been having the Marvel Rivals Ignite things, and today there is a Star-Lord skin and emote that is available to be gotten. So if that's something you're interested in, I would probably have the Marvel Rivals Twitch up on the side so you can get that shit as well, because that is what I'm doing. I need every free thing possible from this fucking game. You can now execute that brilliant idea you had. There should be just enough frosting on the fake arms to serve as adequate adhesive. Attach arms to doll. You don't care about what Colonel Sassacre says. That makes it at least 1,000,000% funnier. Inspect burnt paper on the floor. Broblerone. You put this back in the fire where it belongs. Throw present wrap in fire. As long as you're cleaning up. Capture log doll. You can carry hefty items, but this thing, but that thing is just way too big. Get real. Besides, you don't even want it. Read Colonel Sassacre's text. What does he say? Oh my gosh. What does it say? Hell's bells, we are having a mighty sporting time of it. Hold fast, my intrepid fellow pranksmiths. We've merely nicked the mahogany of our japing chest. If I may direct the incisive ogle of your beagle pus to the wriggling regency of rubber bugs, plastic parasites, squirming serpents, pliable pests, and every such order, and philia of creepy crawly. Land sakes alive, we are cooking with petrol now. In further exhibits we shall dwell on artifice useful to your exploits. Is your pappy's rod and reel handy? What about a bit of iron cord? It shouldn't prove elusive. Bring those writhing rascals to life and set the nerves of some old maid to the wreck of Hesperus, I think that says. Do you have a bothersome aunt who never seems troubled to find ways with your sunny afternoons? A broad splintery fence, a bucket of whitewash, perhaps? By gum, you'll fix her wagon. And what of that tawny gent who puts his lackadaisical lean near the sarsaparilla font? You'll have that listless octo-room find the spring in his step just yet. I don't understand anything that just said, so there you go. You thought about consulting the text to determine exactly how hilarious the doll is now, but the text is way too big to navigate in a timely fashion. You decide to forget it. Let's find our dad and retrieve the mail. You specifically have to watch the Rivals Ignite, so specifically the Marvel Rivals thing. Yeah, it's like only specific channels, but they tell you which channels. I just got my emote just now. I just need, what, 2 more hours? I need 2 more hours, so hopefully they replay it again so I can get the costume. Oh my god, it ends at 8 p.m. Oh shit, today. No, September, sorry Kate, it's fine. But yeah, I think it's specific channels. The door on the left leads to the kitchen, from which the smell of baking wafts. A powerful aroma which could lift an especially portly hobo off his feet. The door on the right leads to the study, where your dad spends a lot of time. He could be in either room. Where will you go? Let's go to the study. Also, at some point, I swear there are some slurs in this, so we'll see if they're there. Because I'm reading on a specific, like, application. And I know that you can get rid of them, but I don't know. I don't think I did that, so they might still be there, so I gotta be careful, because I just, like, read what I'm reading, so I gotta make sure I don't actually read something I don't mean to. Listen, I would say 2009 shit, because it's 2009 shit. Anyways, and it's also hussy shit. I as in the person who made it. I'm not just calling certain people hussies. I'm talking about the guy who made it. It doesn't look like he's in here right now. Let's examine his desk. What a empty little room. On the desk is a deck of playing cards, one of your dad's pipes, and the April issue of the Serious Jester magazine, and a stray capsule log card. Dude, I'm stealing that. The fuck? There's also a can of peanuts on the desk. Haha. Oh, Dad, you won't be falling for that one again anytime soon. A severe peanut allergy is a terrible affliction to cope with. Upgrade costume with hat from Hat Rack. You swap the magician's hat with a bowler hat. This disguise is somewhat less funny, but a lot more distinguished looking. Combines second pipe with clever disguise. Your dad maintains numerous pipes around the household. A father without a pipe is like a strapping roughneck without a toothpick. That is to say, he is a rather piss-poor excuse for a roughneck, if you ask me. You'd rather not take the pipe, though. The first one tastes bad enough as it is. How you suffer for your comedy. Examine the capsule log card. Yes, this will be perfect for expanding the space in your capsule log the capsule log card. Oh, wait. We're actually gonna get some sound. Hold on. Hopefully it comes through. Let's do this. Ugh. Play haunting piano refrain. Do you think this is gonna get me copyrighted? I don't know what is and it is not copyrighted audio in this. Listen, he's bad at everything else, but he can play a mean piano, I guess. Shout out John. Oh shit. Beautiful. Thank you, John. Thank you. Anyways, back to Undertale soundtrack. Thank you, John. Now that you know, pages including sound will be preceded by an S in the command. John, play 52 pickup. You play the prankster's favorite card game, even though you are alone in the room, thus rendering it an especially foolish version of solitaire. So stupid. Look at this mess. The peanut gallery over there is sure getting a kick out of it. You are allergic to their scorn. John, attempt to leave the house. Dude, it's me and my dad. Look at this. And apparently this is on the TV. High C Ecto Cooler. You go back into the living room and contemplate checking the mailbox outside. You think perhaps you should exhaust all possibilities before plunging headlong into a dad encounter. Your television is currently airing a commercial. John, exit. You exit the house. Check the mail. Predictably, the mailbox is empty. You have already been scooped by your father. Dang it, he got us again. But we're getting another sound one, so let me shut my bitch ass up. I can't even hear it if there's sound. Shush. The streets are empty, wind skims the void, keeping neighbors apart, as if grazing the hollow of a cut reed, or say a plundered mailbox. A familiar note is produced. It's the one desolation plays to keep its instrument in tune. It is your 13th birthday, and as with all 12 preceding it, something feels missing from your life. The game presently eluding you is only the latest sleight of hand in the repertoire of an unseen Riddler. One, two, and I have a ooh, kill him! Ooh, kill him! Oh, I'm about this dry as fuck. and under a sense of not of mirth, but of lack. His core schemes are those less of a prankster than a common pickpocket. His riddle is absence itself. It is a mystery dispersing altogether, like the moon's faint reflection with even one pebble of inquiry dropped in its black well. It is the most diabolical riddle of all. Absence diminishes little passions and increases great ones, as wind extinguishes candles and fans a fire. Walt Whitman. Yes, you are certain Walt Whitman said that. 100% positive. You have a feeling it's going to be a long day. Understatement of the year, I fear you guys. John, leave a surprise for the mailman. No! See if your father left the mail in the car. The mail is in the car. The door is locked and your dad has the car keys. You peer in through the driver's side window. You don't see any mail, but you do see a green package. There is also something underneath it that looks like a slip of paper. Could these items have come in the mail? You don't see anything else that's usually in the mail, like bills and coupons. Maybe your dad forgot to take this stuff inside. Let's spy in the kitchen. You try to get a gander through the kitchen window, but you can't see a whole lot. It seems your dad has been doing so much baking, the glass is steamed up. God, he is so weird. But you can see that what's on the table just inside the window. It looks like the mail is there. Included among is a red package, some bills, your dad's PDA, and an envelope that appears to be suspiciously labeled with the Spurb logo. Could it be? Unfortunately, the window is locked. Go back into the kitchen. You have no other choice. You are going in. Clever disguise, it's time to work your magic. Hello, Father. I would like what you have there. It's me, John. Your dad sees right through your costume. You don't know what you were even thinking with this foolish ruse. You unequip the clever disguise, and your dad wields a dreaded artifact of confection. He stands between you and the mail. There is only one way to settle this. Strife! Agree. Aperture. No, I don't want the cake. I don't want the cake. Hit him again. Hit him again. Retrieve the package and flee. Grab it. Grab it. Grab it. Abscond. No, he's not about to pie me in the face. You can't do this. Father, no! You cannot abscond. This pesky guardian is blocking your path. You will need to engineer some sort of distraction. And now he brandishes yet another artifact of confection. This man is ruthless. You'd better brace for impact in the most comedically striking fashion possible. Equip disguise for defense. Beagle Aegis. The Beagle Aegis absorbs the brunt of the treat. Looks like Dad will enjoy the prankster's gambit on that exchange, as it usually is the case. Capture log pin tie. Pin tin. Why did I say tie? You take the pin... Oh my god, pin? Pie tin! Fuck off! You take the pie tin and unequip the Beagle Puss. Everything in your Silodex is pushed back a card. The smoke pellets are ejected from the deck. Yes, this could be just the distraction you were... Nothing happens. What a huge letdown. Take the cake. When two great forces oppose each other, the victory will go to the one that knows how to yield. Wise words by a man who likely could resist everything but temptation. The cake forces Colonel Sassacre's text out of your Silodex, and that should just... Oh my god. Oh my god. Sassacre, you beautiful bastard. Now's your chance. John, abscond. Now that Dad is busy placating the smoke detector, you can safely sneak away. Take PDA. You snag your dad's PDA. Maybe later you'll switch the background image to something hilarious as a prank. Besides, it may come in handy later. You take your spare captcha card is forced out of the Silodex and consequently integrated with the deck. You now have 5 cards to work with. Let's take the package. The red package is addressed to you. Take the envelope. You got the Spur Beta! Oh my god! Let's leave. Get cake on couch. You capture log the cake on the couch, expelling the pie tin from the bottom card. Combine the cakes to make a double-decker cake. You then merge the 2 cakes across all 5 cards. Oh my gosh. Everything in your Silodex is smushed between the cakes. Why don't you think these things through first? Retreat upstairs! You pause at the juncture and head down the hall. You're going to need something to clean up the mess you're about to make by dissecting this cake. To the left is the bathroom. To the right is your dad's room. It is locked, and you are forbidden from ever entering. He has secrets. Let's go to the bathroom and grab a towel. Homestuck just making up words at this point? That's actually true. Go to the bathroom and grab a towel. You enter the bathroom, and you can see your backyard from the window. The jewel in its crown is the swing set, which has provided you with years of joy. There is also a spring-mounted pogo ride, which has been responsible for more than one painful injury, and has provided you with years of lament. On the sink is your dad's razor. On the rack to the side is a fresh towel. Remove PDA, envelope, and package from cake. Oh my gosh, when did we grab the razor? He's grabbing all of this stuff, moving it, as you can see. You take the razor and use it to perform surgery on the cake. Dude, we're performing surgery on a cake. You take the towel and clean off the extracted goods. Let's retrieve our items. The items force the manhandled cake into the toilet. Oh god. And just like that, your Silodex is full again. God, this thing is annoying. Let's go to my bedroom. Oh my gosh, I'm getting pestered by so many of my friends. Sorry, of my chumps. Admire failure to launch poster. Oh my gosh. I can't even see. Who is that? You're not usually into chick flicks, but Matthew McConaughey... Oh, okay. I'm like, what? That's such a long name. Matthew McConaughey's cool charisma could salvage any heap of smoldering wreckage. This is your McConaughey wall. A casual shrine to an amazing actor. The film above that one is a lot better, you think. Can you see her? I want you to picture that little girl. Chokes up. Now imagine she's white. You got us, Matthew. Your smooth talking exposed to her latent racism. Damn, you're good. You got us. Alright, let's check Pester Chub. Oh my gosh. All of my friends are messaging me. What do they want? Let's read here. Okay.
Hi, happy birthday, John. Hello. Okay, I will talk to you later.
Garden Gnostic. That was at 1634, and they stopped talking at 56. And then a bit before that, TG is pestering me now. Hey, GG is looking for you. Why are you even so popular all of a sudden? Because it's literally my birthday, bro. What do you mean?
Oh my gosh.
Is today some sort of special occasion or whatever? Did you do something to curry favor with the ladies? Did you break your leg on a puppy or some shit? Dude, what are you doing?
I discovered a comet that is going to destroy the Earth, and it's named after me. Now I'm famous and everyone wants to talk to me a lot.
No, stop. Just no. Don't talk about your awful stupid movies or make references to them. Your gross man-bro crush on Matt McConaughey is an unsavory thing to behold. Oh, sorry.
McConaughey.
It sounds like a noise a horse would make. I eat dumb. Equally dumb are all those pictures of that clown you've got hanging up. Those are my dad's. I was talking about Nick Cage.
Oh, what? No, man. Cage is sweet. So sweet.
Haha, so lame. Rip John, you would have loved the Nick Cage DVD collab. He's not dead. I just think that's funny to say. Sadly, I was like 4 or something when it was at its peak. I was the youngest person ever. So lame. You don't even like him ironically or anything. This is like for real, isn't it?
I do things ironically sometimes. What about what I sent you for your birthday?
No, those are awesome.
What? No, dude, they're stupid. Which was the joke. The ironic joke. Get it? Oh, wait. You're actually wearing them, aren't you?
I'm wearing them ironically. Because they're awesome. The fact that they're ironic makes them awesome. And vice versa. Are you taking notes on how to be cool? Hey, Mike. Oh my god, my dad's so loud. Are y'all done screaming across the house? It's my turn to scream. It's my turn. Listen, I could say many things, but I won't say any of them. Dude, wait, this guy is literally John Homestuck. Yeah, you're right. He is. He's literally John Homestuck. You got me. And him as well. Jesus, get a fucking pen.
You do realize they touched Stiller's weird, sort of gaunt face at some point.
Ew, yeah. Oh well. Anyway, speaking of which, did you get the mail?
Yeah.
Did there happen to be a package there?
Yeah, there's a big red one.
You should probably open it.
I would, but it's trapped under the Spur beta, so I will probably open it after I install the beta.
Oh man, the beta came?
Yeah, wanna play it?
No way.
Why not?
It sounds so hells boring. Just get TT to play it so she's... play it. She is all about that. TG versus his lack of punctuation will always break my fucking eyes. That's okay, though.
Where'd she go?
Her internet is blinking in and out, I guess. Probably be back online soon. Oh, and Christ, in a sidecar. Are you still using the stack modus? Seriously, dude, you need to bone up your data structures. That shit is just ridiculous.
Okay, I will.
Open browser and go to mspaintadventures.com. God damn it. That was the site that you would read Homestuck on back in the day. You decide to space out on the computer for a while before doing anything important. You open the Typhus web browser and direct it to what is indisputably the most amazing website ever created. Midnight Crew. You are members of a sinister gang called the Midnight Crew. Again, this is actually a comic that you can read. Your nefarious plots are serpentine in their complexity. Your scheme's convoluted. You're planning a heist in your underground hideout. What will you do? The new adventure is okay, but you're not sure if you like it as much as the last one. Let's install the Spur beta. You decide it's time for less meta and more beta. You insert the CD and install the Spur beta. All rights reserved. Waiting for server to establish connection. Bone up on data structure. What the fuck is this? Bone up on data structures. Okay. You go to your closet, where you keep a lot of clothes and an array of handy computer programming guides. Let's read our data structures book. Data structures for assholes. Your ignorance just made me throw up a little. Get a clue, you computer illiterate piece of shit. Free fetch modus and back. Think my rage just crapped its pants. You're not really sure you want to dig into this huge tome. It looks really boring and kind of ornery. Maybe you'll just check out that free modus instead. Let's get that free modus. Is it even better than the one that we have right now? You turn to the back inside cover where a free fetch modus is included in a plastic sleeve. This one is dictated by the logic of a queue data structure, operating on a first in, first out method rather than first in, last out method of a stack. Apply fetch modus to Siladex. Hi Ditto, how are you? At least let him upgrade from stack to ordered array list. Listen, this is as good as we get right now. I love the midnight crew. It is good. It is good. Items captcha-logged in your Sylladex are no longer immediately accessible. You can only use the item on the bottom card, and you must wait for items on upper cards to be pushed back to it. For instance, the red package is now inaccessible. You can only use the razor at the moment. This modus doesn't strike you as a significant upgrade to your previous one. In fact, it almost seems more inconvenient. You figure you might as well give it a chance, though. Switch back to stack modus. You suddenly wonder if that's even possible. You don't even remember if you ever had a physical card for the stack modus. You find this all to be a little abstract, and you prefer not to think about it too much. Let's put down the razor. Put it down? You're not quite sure you understand. Pick up 2 items. Oh my god, is this... You capture log one of the cakes. You finally found a use for all of these loitering pastries. Dead weight. Get another cake. Oh my god. I just cut off some of my hair. The second cake causes the razor to launch out in front of your Sylladex. Oh, good lord. That beautiful face! You wish the razor would have failed to launch. Let's get more stuff. You open your magic chest and capture log one of your favorite books of all time, Wise Guy by Mike Cavenny. There goes the fresh towel. Might as well grab those cuffs. Did that just go out the window? Oh no. You take the trick handcuffs, expelling the PDA like a bullet. God damn it. Open up that package. To EB from TG. You examine the package. It is from one of your internet chums. It's bound in packing tape, though. You'll likely need something sharp to open it. Oh, of course. It's also simple. Why didn't... You wonder why you didn't get the razor. God damn it. Pick up the package again. Oh my gosh. Let's take this from the top. Capture log glass shards. Oh my god. You take 3 glass shards in quick succession and duck for cover. Your Sylladex rains devastation on your room from above. And now that your cards are packed with glass, you probably don't want to do that again anytime soon. You should probably go get that stuff before you forget. Use the razor on the red package. You open the package. There is something suspicious inside. Something suspiciously dirty and smelly. It is a stuffed bunny, much like the one held hostage briefly by... Here, we'll look at this together. Look it, there he is. Oh god, I don't even know how to say this name. Malkovich? Cyrus the Virus while taunting hard luck protagonist Cameron Poe, and strikingly similar to the one scooped up from the soot of the burning Vegas Strip by Cage's Poe and offered to his daughter, a gesture symbolic to a tattered exterior surrounding a heart of gold. Poe wasn't much to look at, but he was a good man. But no, it is not merely like that bunny. According to the note of authenticity, it is the very same bunny. This is so awesome. Let me check the status of the beta. Oh, thank you, Silver. I will drop some squats. Ooh. Check the status of the Suburb beta. It looks like your computer's trying to get your attention. Oh, is it? Okay. A Suburb host is a user is attempting to connect with you. Client has established connection with host. Press enter when ready. Check the Pester Chum window. Okay, hold on. Let me do my squats real fast and then we'll read this. We'll do an 11th one. Just for good measure. There we go. Come back here, chair. I had to push it out the way so I can get those deep squats for real. Alright, let's see. What does TT want? Tentacle therapist, by the way. I don't think I ever read that name. Okay.
It looks like you managed to retrieve the beta. Excellent. I'm going to try to connect. Oh, whoa, okay. But I just got the most awesome present. The rabbit. So sweet. I've heard tales of this wretched creature often. Its Homeric legend is practically ensconced in the fold of my personal mythology by now. What?
That's so me, John. That's so me. She's out here spouting words, bro.
Why don't we focus on the matter at hand? Oh, the game. Okay. I don't really know how this works. What am I even looking at here? You are running the client application. I am running the server. So I am the host user. I have established a connection with you. This is sufficient for us to play the game. Oh, okay then. Why don't we get started?
John, press enter. Guys, get ready. It's about to happen. Okay.
Oh my god, you guys. We're really about to play the game for real, for real.
That is a banger audio track, though. I can't lie. Y'all, you already know the songs in Homestuck are good. If there's one thing Andrew Hussey knows, is how to pick good music. That's facts. Mouse over the interface buttons. Andrew Hussey. Oh my gosh. We got select, revise, deploy. Fernalia registry? Grist cache, explore anthenium, alchemy, excurus. I don't even know how to say that shit. Wow, let's I think that's all we could do is just hover over these things. I don't think they actually do anything. Just in case you were like, wow, what can we do? Yeah, just look at stuff. We can see what they see. TT, select magic chest. Oh my gosh. There's a thing underneath it. Whoa. Zoom out. John, what have you done to you? Oh my gosh. Drop chest. Why are we putting this on the roof?
Whoa, what are you doing?
Sorry.
Whoa, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm just getting a feel for the controls. Is my magic chest on the roof now? Yes. I will try to be more careful next time.
John, get the card. What is... Oh, it's a new type of thingy. What is this one? You find your missing stack fetch modus. Hold on. Here, stare at this for a few more seconds, y'all. My bad.
I think the only way to get the Homestuck one is on YouTube.
I think it's on Bandcamp, isn't it?
Maybe. Oh yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, well, listen, you know, there's not. You just reminded me to put it back on. But yeah, it's like, you know, there's no music until there's random sound bits. So I was like, you know what? I should just put on the Undertale soundtrack. Sorry about that, you guys. You find your missing stack fetch modus and quickly reapply it to your Siladex. You can now opt for either the stack or queue modus anytime. You can toggle between your fetch modi with gleeful. You toggle between your fetch modi with gleeful abandon. Okay. Oh, my dad is leaving. It looks like your dad is leaving again for more baking supplies. You're relieved to have the house to yourself again, if only for a few minutes. It looks like your dad is, yeah. Do you just hope he doesn't notice the magic chest on the roof, or all the shit you threw out the window for that matter? TT, select stuff in yard and move it back into room. Oh. It is out of bounds. Call that Homestuck, bro.
Hey, do you think you could do me a favor? Can you grab all that stuff outside my broken window and bring it in for me? I'll give it a shot. Thanks. No luck. It appears to be out of range. I'm guessing it is too far away from you, the player.
TT, select John.
No. Nah.
You cannot select a player. John observes the meddlesome cursor. Select Bunny. Put the bunny back in the box. Look at his little smile. He's like, oh my god. Revise room. Oh my gosh. Imagine you could just do this. Like it's The Sims. Oh my god. Oh gosh. Paraphernalia registry. What do we have? It looks like it all is all free. It doesn't cost any money or grist. That's what it called when we hovered over it. And that's what it seems to be using. Deploy the totem lathe. Put it out, I guess. I guess we'll never see that calendar ever again because it's behind this shit. And whatever poster that is. Examine the totem lathe.
What the fuck is this?
You don't know what the heck this thing does, but it looks neat. Open grist cache. We got 16 blue. And none of the other ones.
It seems expanding the dimensions of your room cost us some build grist, but deploying the lathe did not appear to incur any expense. It looks like certain objects are freebies, probably to help you set up the game. Wow, okay. What do they do? I think it's up to you to find out. All I can do is drop stuff in your house and move it around, apparently. How do I move stuff around? It sounds fun. I don't think you can as the client. We will need to install the server application. You should have received both in a separate envelope. I am running both on my computer right now. What? Did you get another envelope in the mail? No. Once you install the server and establish a connection, I'm sure you will be able to manipulate my environment in the same manner. Are you sure you didn't get it? Oh man, I think I might know where it is.
Guys, do you remember when we looked in the car and there was a package and also an envelope? Guess what that envelope was?
It's a hint of a bit of green. Now that your room is bigger, why don't you move to the far corner? It will extend the range of the cursor so I can reach the items. Which you threw out the window for some reason? Good idea. What have you been doing in here all afternoon?
You don't want to know.
Ugh, I was fussing with my R-word Silodex, but I think I have it under control now. What modus do you use? I like to use trees. Oh no, that sounds so awkward. It's not exceptionally practical, but I think they're elegant.
Thank you. Stand in corner. Deploy crux trader. Whatever. Oh gosh. No, she's blocking the door. How's my dad gonna get back inside? TT, you're not making the best decisions right now.
Why is the floor shaking? Are you dropping more stuff in my house?
Yes, 2 more large gizmos.
Sweet! What is with all these big contraptions?
If I had to guess, they appear to facilitate a sort of system involving punch card-based alchemy.
Huh? To what end? I mean, what are we supposed to be doing in this game?
That remains to be seen. Maybe you should go investigate. Yes, dear. Get the PDA. I also forgot the 3 shards of glass we just have in our shit. Serious business. I will not be reading all of this. You grab the PDA, switching it back to stack modus so it's readily accessible. The interface is oddly sterile. No hilarious clown wallpapers or anything like that. Oops, you mean Harlequin wallpapers. The serious business application is open. It seems your dad uses it to keep tabs on his various acquaintances. His fellow street performers, maybe? You guess the performing arts must be pretty serious business after all. Let's install Pester Chum on my dad's PDA so I can text my friends on the go. This should be useful. Now you can keep tabs on your chums while wandering around your house. Go out to the balcony. Alright, let's see what we got going on here.
Hey, I'm out on the balcony now. I'm messaging from my dad's PDA.
The one you threw into the yard.
No, I am telling you, it jumped out of my Silodex like a frightened weasel.
What were you doing with it in the first place? I am not sensing a lot of regard for the personal property of others. Funny you should say that. Is this how your pent-up frustration with your father manifests itself?
What? No. Those were all accidents. Please take your psycho blabbery elsewhere, miss.
Your bathroom is a mess. Did you do that too?
Oh man, see, this isn't cool. All this snooping nonsense.
There's a cake in the toilet.
Yes, there is.
I'm tempted to clean it up for you.
Okay, if that will satisfy your weird OCD complex, then go ahead.
My obsessive-compulsive disorder complex. Can a disorder also be a complex?
In your case, probably.
Sounds complicated.
Anyways, I'm gonna have a look at this enormous platformy thingy you put up on the balcony.
Examine it. In a cautious manner, of course. You have no idea what to do with this thing. You can't find any controls for it. Having exhausted all other possibilities, you decide to just stand on it. This isn't very cautious of you, actually. Let's look through the telescope. Dude, it's the sun. It's a clear, sunny day. Nothing out of the ordinary to report, at least not beyond the walls of your own home. Grab this soiled toilet. Oh my god, you just ripped it out the floor. That took money, too!
Whoops. Whoops what?
Oh my gosh.
What was that noise? Is that something I should go investigate?
No, I have it under control. You can keep playing with your telescope. Let's investigate. Oh. Show. I think I can patch it up. Just give me a little space. Why don't you have a look at the crux truder?
The what?
The thing I put in your living room. Hop down the hole. You jump down to the utility room. Let's get the sledgehammer and card. Oh my god, this glass is about to go yeet. You take the sledgehammer and the capsule log card, combine the two, and quickly apply it to your Strife specibus. You think it's cool that things don't always have to be a federal fucking issue. It looks like another one of your chums is pestering you on your PDA. Let me answer my chum. Who's messaging me? Oh, Garden Gnostic.
John, did you get my package? Oh, hey. No, not yet. Darn, are you sure? It was a green box.
Oh, yeah, but it's in my dad's car and he's still out at the store. He should be back soon. Dang, man. That's rough.
Great!
Hello.
So what are you up to today? I'm up in my neck in this spurb stuff. TT is making a royal mess of my house. Oh, lol. What's spurb? Oh, it's this game. It's okay, I guess. I'm still figuring it out. Whoa, what was that? What was what? There was a loud noise outside my house. It sounded like an explosion. Wow, really? I will go outside and look. Oh man, alright, but be careful, okay? I will.
You might as well check out this Crookstrader thing. That's blocking perfectly the doorway of my house.
Oh, hell no. You put this thing in front of the door?
There's a door there.
Yeah.
I just thought it fit nicely into that groove.
You mean you thought it was elegant? Okay, well, what do I do with this thing? Hello? What are you doing up there now?
Oh my god! Mr. Krabs! SpongeBob, you're spending on me, buddy! Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Examine the wheel. When you turn the wheel, something seems to be pushing up from underneath the lid, but you aren't strong enough to make the lid come off. Put bathtub in driveway. Oh my god. Connection lost. On the tub's journey to the driveway, the connection is interrupted. Scold TT.
You can see me, right? Tell me what's wrong with this picture.
Sorry, but I keep losing the wireless signal. Must be the weather. I would look for a stronger signal in another part of the house, but I'd rather not risk an encounter with my mother. I battled through her cloud of gin and derision once already this evening.
Haha, yeah, I hear you.
Yes, cake, gestures, unfaltering love and support. Quite the road to hoe there, though I suppose I'm complicit for not informing social services about your situation.
I know. What about going outside? Maybe you could catch a neighbor's signal.
That presents the same problem. Also, it's raining, remember? And dark.
It's dark already?
Yes, the sun has already had its way with us here on the East Coast. Its lurid glare has moved onto younger time zones.
Okay.
Let's hit it with a sledgehammer. Bonk! Something tells me this isn't a good idea, but that's fine. I need some help. Pick up the sledgehammer. Bonk. Oh my god. You know, this definitely doesn't look like a problem. Guys, it said 413. Holy shit.
What is this thing? And what is that clock counting down to?
I've been looking at the game FAQ walkthroughs to figure some of this stuff out. Hold while I read further.
Okay.
All of these walkthroughs are extremely short. None progress much further than this point.
Weird. Well, I mean, it is a new game.
True. Now that the lid is off, you will need to extrude some crooksite. Turn the wheel again. You extrude one crooksite dowel. Okay, let's put this in my inventory. I feel like we should be hurrying. That countdown is making me nervous. John,
Oh, your PDA is trapped under the crew site now, isn't it? Anyway, it looks like you're going to need this card too.
Deploy pre-punched card. Get the card. Oh gosh. Did it just... Wait. Oh, it sliced off one of these thingies. At least he dodged it. It's totally not a problem. Not in the slightest. Exactly. That's what I'm glad you guys agree. A shard of glass is expelled from the deck and maims the Harlequin doll. Capture log fanciful Harlequins. Why would we... Oh my gosh, you're gonna yeet the PDA again. Oh my god. Guys. What?
Just the gasp, guys.
I know something you don't. I know something you will never know.
I didn't see it, but hi from earlier, Hydro.
You take 2 fanciful Harlequins. In the additional useless freight pushes your PDA to the last card. You then switch to the Q modus so you can access the PDA. More glass shrapnel flies from the deck.
Black Blue said hi too.
She didn't hear me. Oh. Yeah, Black Blue said hi.
Hello.
Oh my
Hello,
gosh.
Black Blue.
He's having a stroke.
He'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
And this ain't about you.
This thing keeps following me around. I think it's trying to talk to me or something. That is probably the Colonel Sprite. It apparently needs to be prototyped. Twice, actually. Whatever the hell that means. These walkthroughs are horrendously written. Okay. Well, you're the one with the cursor, so just do whatever you think it's right to fix the thing, or whatever the heck. Also, fix my bathroom.
Dropped maimed Harlequin into Colonel Sprite. Guys, more sound.
Oh my god.
Hello, GN Paradox. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy your stay here. We're reading Homestuck like ye olden days. The Colonel Sprite has been prototyped with the Harlequin doll. Oh my gosh, it is... I should say seizure warning. If you are sensitive to flashing lights, please be on your guard.
Hi, Silver. Hi.
He's seeing the Matrix. He certainly is. Here, let me scoot that down so you don't have to be flashbanged for however long it takes me to read this.
I still can't understand this thing's gobbledygook.
That was only Tier 1 prototyping. There is still another tier to the prototyping process, which for all we know merely advances this entity through increasingly esoteric states of linguistics.
The clock is ticking. We don't have time for this asinine tomfoolery.
And this unmitigated poppycock.
Extravagant hogwash. Okay, stop. Stop typing whatever silly thing you're typing. I'm going upstairs to the big platformy thingy.
The alchemiteer.
Try to learn the lingo.
Use pre-punched card with the alchemiteer. There is no slot for a card anywhere to be found on this alchemiteer. The Colonel Sprite followed you upstairs, though. Explore the anthenium. Nah, I just get stressed and do seizures. I'm good. Just don't stress me out. I'll do my best not to. Perfectly generic object. Acquiring a oh god, how did I say this before? I already forgot. Cruxite dowel seems to have populated the anthemium with one item, a perfectly generic object. Capture log telescope. No, the PDA! Fuck's sake, John. Oh my god, John! You snatch the telescope from its tripod. You know, it might be useful, but more importantly, it pushes the Crooksite to the last card, making it available for tinkering. The PDA is predictably jettisoned into the yard over the neighbor's fence. God damn it. Put the Crooksite on weird pattern on alchemitter. You place the Crooksite dowel on the alchemitter's small pedestal. Something is happening. Oh, it's making a shape. What? Bro, I these people would make me crash out if I was playing this game. I'd be like, wow, we just spent 6 of our coins for some squares. You set the alchemitter to cast 3 perfectly generic objects for some reason, expending a total of 6 units of build grist. These things look completely useless. What a waste. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice something in the sky. Switch modus to use telescope to inspect sky. You switch back to the stack modus to get a closer look with your telescope. Whatever it is, the Colonel sprite seems particularly agitated about it. Huh. Guys, I think there's 3 minutes until this asteroid comes and, hits my house. Which, funnily enough, you know, didn't John earlier talk about how he discovered, like, a meteor or an asteroid or whatever it was? Dare I say, foreshadowing for this moment right now. Which I wanted to say, but obviously I couldn't, because then it would take away from this moment right now. Nah, you got time. Let me get 3 whole minutes, bro. You're no astronomer, but its trajectory looks suspiciously head-on with your current perspective. This is a troubling development. High five, Colonel Sprite. You figured you've left him hanging long enough. Let's attempt to ingest a unit of build grist, because they look like gushers. It's tempting because they strongly resemble the rock and blue raspberry gushers. However, units of build grist are gaming abstraction and do not seem to exist on the physical plane. There is apparently no crisis so imminent that will deter you from contemplating idiotic and frivolous actions. Thank God my dad's home before the meteor strikes.
Your dad is getting home. John, what did you do with your PDA this time? I'm working on the bathroom, but we are running low on build grists.
Because you spent half of them on cubes. Revise the bathroom. Okay, we fixed the floor. At least. Run to your room and contact TT through Pester Chum. 2 chums have been trying to message you. Let me answer my chums really fast.
I'm working on the bathroom, but we are running low on build grists.
Oh man, who cares about the bathroom? Now there's a meteor heading for my house. Sorry, I didn't even say that in my John voice.
Oh man, who cares about the bathroom? Now there's a meteor heading for my house. I see. Do you suppose it has anything to do with the game? I don't know. Maybe. What do I do? I think it's very likely. The walkthroughs vaguely suggest an impending threat before they end. The already poorly constructed sentences becoming even more curt and ambiguous, as if written hastily and with a sense of alarm. Actually, their dedication to updating the walkthrough under such circumstances is admirable. Wow, fascinating! If the meteor is a game construct, I think the only thing to do is to proceed and try to solve the dilemma of the game on the game's terms. Try using the lathe. It says you can use the card on it, but it isn't more specific than that. Okay, I'll do that. Really, it is a labor to read this drivel. If I read any more, my brain will need to be spoon-fed from a jar, while it blows spit bubbles in a high chair. I think I will write my own walkthrough. That is, after we make sure you don't die.
Oh my god, Turntech God has pestered me now. I heard you got the box. I hope you appreciate my heroic fatherly perseverance in getting it to you. In my rough and tumble, dirty, wife-beaterly sort of way.
Also, I hope you appreciate how many no-talent douches had their mitts on that bunny before you. It's like a grubby baton in some huge douchebag marathon. Hey, where are you? Oh man, the bunny was awesome, but I don't have time to talk. I'm playing Suburb, and it's kind of a nightmare. TT is breaking everything in my house. Dude, I told you to steer clear from that game. And for that matter, you should probably wash your hands of filthy broads and their snarky horseshit altogether. And now there's a meteor coming, and I'm not even joking about that. It's like a big asteroid or comet or something in the sky, heading right for my house. Oh man, how big is it? I don't know. Big, I guess. I gotta go. We'll talk later if I'm still alive and the Earth isn't blown up. Like the size of Texas? Or just Rhode Island? They're always throwing around these geographical comparisons to give us a sense of scale, like it really means anything to us. But it's like, it doesn't matter. It's always just like, wow, that's pretty fucking big. Like, Mr. President, there's a meteor coming, sir. Oh yeah, how big is it? Is it the size of Texas, sir? Oh shit. Or how big is it? Is it the size of New York City, sir? Oh shit. Sir, I'm afraid the comet is the size of your mom's dick. Oh snap. Sir, are you familiar with Jupiter? You mean like the planet? Yeah. Well, it's that big, sir. That sounds pretty big. I have a question. Is it Jupiter? Yes, sir. Earth is literally under siege by a planet fucking Jupiter. Oh shit. Anyways, later. By planet fucking Jupiter. Okay, let's put this in here. You slip the pre-punched card into a slot on the totem lathe. Above the tool arm deploys a configuration of chisels. Now you just need something to lathe. Let's take the crook side, I guess. Oh, what? Oh man, how did my dad manage to get in the house? Cursing your lack of foresight, you return to the balcony for the crooksite dowel you left on the pedestal. You navigate the hallway leery of your dad, who is presently puzzling over the new fixture in his hallway. The perfect crime. Oh my gosh. You know, at least she took the cake off, and now it's on my pogo thingy. You retrieve the crooksite dowel. Dad just shrugs and heads back downstairs, presumably to do some more baking. I almost read that as barking. If only he knew you were hard at work saving his ass. Okay, here we go. You clamp the crooksite into the lathe. Let's activate it. Okay, now we have... The lathe carves one totem. You take the totem. You take the moon, and you take the moon. Alright. I used the lathe to make this blue shapey thingy. Now I guess I take it back to the alchemixer again? Hello? Tentacle therapist is no longer connected.
Oh man, is that right in front of my room? Of course it is. This music jams too hard. I almost want to play the game just so I can hear this boss music. Get on that Undertale grind for real. I will say that Undertale is good for the fact that, like, it does get pretty cheap. I wish I could, like, I just can't with that gameplay style. I'm just too shit. Oh my gosh, we switched person. A young lady stands in her bedroom. Due to a violent storm, her house has just lost power, along with her wireless internet connection. This has severed her link to a popular video game she is playing with a young man at a critical moment. That young man is relying on this young lady to reestablish a connection somehow. This young lady named... It's on the tip of your tongue. What was the name of this young lady again? Let's enter a name. Flighty Broad. Ugh, no, that wasn't it. Let's try again. Rose Lalonde. That is correct. Welcome, Rose, to the stage.
Your name is Rose. As was previously mentioned, you are without electricity, although your laptop computer still functions on battery power. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for rather obscure literature. You enjoy creative writing and are somewhat secretive about it. You have a fondness for the bestially strange and fictitious, and sometimes dabble in psychoanalysis. You also like to knit, and your room is a bit of a mess, and on occasion, if just the right one strikes your fancy, you like to play video games with your friends. Dude, this is literally me right now. Dude, I literally have my knitting in a little bag right in front of me, and I'm making a sock, just like this. Dude, I'm literally Rose, for real. What will you do? Retrieve arms from purple box. The purple package's contents are private. No one is allowed to look inside. Rose, ride like a flagellum and puke on your bed. Ugh, what a terrible idea. The thought alone makes you sick to your stomach. Stroke writing journal and mutter, my precious. You would only resort to such embarrassing activity while no one was watching. These journals are for your eyes only. Let's get my violin. You capsulog the violin, storing it the root card of your Silodex. Let's play a haunting refrain on the violin. Let me hear this. Sure. I think we need to get the whole band together. We got somebody that plays piano, somebody plays violin. We could make a whole classical group. You waste approximately 40 seconds playing the violin while your friend is in peril. Nice time management skills there, sweetheart. John, tell Liv Tyler you love her before the impact. Since your good-for-nothing friend is obviously not going to bail you out in time, you issue words of parting fondness to dear sweet Liv. Oh, if only Affleck could be here. Oh gosh. Could have been the one to make the final sacrifice instead of her stubborn blue-collar salt of the earth father. Then she would fall into your arms for consolation, and you would be the one to make the deceased Bruce Willis proud. Oh, oh, oh. Rose, let's capsulog the knitting supplies. The supply bag. You get the knitting bag. It occupies the left leaf card under the violin per the tree modus's alphabetical sorting method. K, V. Look, let's look out the window. Whoa, it's spooky. Look at the red. Spooky. Like, I can't even lie, like, I don't know, I just love the look of Homestuck. Like, I love this. I love this. So good. Your panoramic window offers a view of your yard below, and the mausoleum housing your dead cat, Jaspers, who died when you were young. Your mom had the structure erected with a spirit of scornful irony in response to your youthfully innocent request to hold a funeral for the animal. At least, that's how you've come to interpret the gesture in retrospect. You can also make out a silhouette of a laboratory next door, a facility which likely broadcasts a strong wireless internet signal. You may be able to connect to the signal from a different part of the house, perhaps if you seek higher ground. Let me grab my laptop. You take your laptop and prepare to make the journey through the house. LVL. Okay. What is this? Dude, a schmoz.
Yeah, schmoz. Also, those mini ones are perfect for graham crackers. It's
I told
size.
you.
It's perfect, brother.
My sister made me a s'more. Because we do them stovetop ones, you already know. Yeah. This causes the tree to be unbalanced, so your Silodex auto-balances itself. Now the laptop occupies the root card, while the other two items comprise the leaves. Honestly, I'm too stupid to understand how Rose's Siladex works, and I just, like, choose not to know. You want some more? Yeah. Yeah-oh. I was not familiar with your game. Okay, let's examine the book. Grimoire for summoning the zoologically dubious. Yo, I'm gonna take a bite of this. Hold on, give me a second. Look at this book for a second. Oh yeah, baby. I love it. This book is absolutely indispensable for enthusiasts of your ilk, of which there are very few. Okay, let's explore the house. You leave your bedroom. Hanging just next to your door in the hallway is a painting of an exquisite wizard. Your mother collects these awful things ironically. She must know how much you detest them. There is no doubt in your mind she stores these dreadful things in the house to bother you. Down the hall to the right is the way to the observatory. Perhaps you will be able to connect from up there. Your mother's room is also in that direction. You will have to watch your step. Grimoire! Is this the Trinity of the Grim Hotel servers? Maybe. Oh my gosh. Spoilers! I'm playing. You approach a junction in the hallway. Beyond the junction is an observatory. Sneak by. This door leads up to the observatory. Sorry, you know I'm just stuffing my fucking face with a goddamn snore. You'll have to forgive me. You haven't ventured up there in quite some time, so this is the observatory. Let's go through the door. Oh my god, why is there no railing on here? This is dangerous. The door opens to an exterior walkway leading to the observatory entrance. You've seen less inclement weather before. Oh, the things you'll do to help out a friend. Hurry up to that observatory. Okay, we're up here. Let's try to connect now. You first put the laptop down on the floor to get it situated, but by removing it from the root card causes all the branches and leaves to be severed. Your items are dumped unceremoniously on the floor. See what you can observe. You're in a hurry, sure, but that doesn't mean you can't take a moment to peek through the huge telescope. Oh my god. You find a gap in the clouds. It seems a flurry of smaller meteoroids is streaking steadily overhead. You're not sure what this means, but it seems somewhat disconcerting. Let's stack the laptop on the Grimoire to maximize elevation. You'll need every advantage you can get. Let's access the laboratory Wi-Fi network. Dude, we got the game FAQs, bro. My go through. Listen, there are several signals from being broadcasted from the laboratory, each of relatively decent strength. One of them is mysteriously and quite conveniently unsecured, requiring no password. You select the signal and reconnect to the game with John.
I'm back. Hurry up and open my door. Not that it even matters. I think I'm probably dead no matter what. Patience, you still haven't used the new totem. I believe it will create the item on the punch card.
So what is it, like an apple or something? What good will that even do?
We'll see. I found no evidence that anyone has successfully created the item. And the content of the card appears to be variable from session to session. In one instance, it was described as an eggy-looking thing. Sorry, an eggy-walking thing. Sick.
Do we have enough of those building jewels to make it?
According to the Ampium, it is a free item. This speaks to its importance in my view. Now off you go.
Rose, remove the door from its hinges. There goes the rest of your building grist. Put bathtub back. You probably should have just done this in the first place. You know, for somebody so smart, she sure is dumb.
I'm smart, but I'm stupid.
That's it. That's Rose. Let's take the totem. Got to get those stupid blocks out of the way first. The Colonel Sprite is getting awfully worked up about all this. Let's remove the blocks. You store the perfectly generic objects in your paraphernalia registry, potentially to be deployed at a later time. Oh my gosh. There's the apple. John, take a bite of that apple. Sorry, totally forgot to mute the other music, but hopefully this music overpowered it. End of Act 1. Congratulations, you guys. If you stuck from the beginning of the stream to now, you have just completed Act 1 of Homestuck. You can now say you've read one act of Homestuck. I hope you enjoyed that. Do you have any questions at this time about what we've just seen? I will do my best to answer for you, as well as if anybody has knowledge in the chat, you're more than willing to, more than free to dig in. And not dig in your butt, twin. We're not there yet. An exquisite wizard. Ex-wizard, if you will. Oh my gosh, for real. Let me know if y'all got any questions, but if not, we'll continue. Years in the future, but not many. A wayward vagabond records a stuttering step in a sun-bleached dust. Act 2. Start. Okay, my first question is what the fuck? So basically, right, this kid named John, it's his birthday, and on his birthday, he finally gets the game he's been waiting for, and this game allows him and his friend to connect, and she controls his environment. But uh-oh, a meteor is coming, and now he's got to die, I guess. That's pretty much it. That's literally all that happens is in Act 1 is it's John's birthday. He opens a gift from his friend. He talks to his friend a little bit. And then he starts playing a game, and this game is real life. You know? That's pretty much it, funnily enough. This is as simple as it'll get. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So hold on to your butts. Okay. Okay, I kinda get it. It's just this game called Spurb Beta. It's a little quirky at night. So there you go. Oh my god. These people started on the 11th, and now this person's the 10th, this person's the 13th. And by this person, I mean Rose. That's Tentacle Therapist. Okay. Version 1.0, April 13th, 2009, by Tentacle Therapist. Table of contents. Caveats and condolences. Walkthrough incomplete.
I'd be inclined to dispense with the trite even under less pressing circumstances. Needless to say, I'll forego the inscrutable ASC2 banner, which typically heralds, I herald your beginning, I herald your end. Anyway, sorry. Typically heralds the striking freefall of these documents. I'll also resist the urge to brandish any copyright marks or the particular neurosis that concerns itself with the theft of the utterly mundane. I'll allow other deranged prospectors to stake claims on their worthless plots as the woods burn around them. My introduction will be sparse. There will be no majestic prose blustering into the sails of the galleon as we embark on this voyage together, nor will there be any ham-fisted prose whipping its limbs under the bed sheets like a ghost. For that matter, I won't set the stage or dim the lights. The mood, you will see, will be set soon enough. Since you're reading this, chances are you have installed this game on your computer already. If this is true, like many others, you have just participated in bringing about the end of the world. But don't beat yourself up about it. There was never anything you could have done to prevent it. The end is happening right now, as I type and as you read. I have come to understand that we were always doomed through our collective ignorance. And now further doomed by those few who know and struggle to flee. If you're lucky, you'll be among the smaller subset of the latter who are successful. What I mean is, while the game you installed is just one more grinding slab of rock sealing our planet's script, it is also your only hope to live. I am presently faced with the same conundrum as you, and though I speak with more experience, my own outcome is far from assured. I will play this game, as much of it as there is to play, and record my findings here. If you want to live, you will do as I instruct. My condolences, TT. Alright, let's hit this. Rutro Raggy. The kernel divides. The two halves go their separate ways, leaving behind the sprite portion. Goodbye. Goodbye. Now hold on to your butts, but don't start digging in them. It's TV time! Boy. Oh my gosh. What is left of the sprite undergoes a mysterious transformation. For a moment, you thought you heard someone say boy, as if whispered in the periphery area of your awareness. It was probably just your imagination, though. You there, boy. Click this. To walk around, use the mouse, arrow keys, or WASD keys. Click on the various objects to open command menus for them. Outstanding Flash programming by this guy. Dude, I'm literally John, bro. I'm literally John Egbert. This large platform, good grief. What is it, boy? The alchemister created the apple, or the tree that sprouted it, rather, right on time to save you from destruction. You're not sure if you can say the same for your neighborhood, though. You wonder what happened to your dad. Ah. Examine this strange blue vase. It is the piece of crux that you carved from the totem lathe. When its contours were scanned, the alchemister was able to produce that tree. How odd. Boy, open this door and walk through it. You there, boy. What? I detest this. Disregard it? A Harlequin painting. You have this, the sentiment in common with John, then, I suppose. That man with the humorous spectacles. Admire him. Oh, Michael Seri, your warm smile is a shining beacon through these dark times.
This is, oh, when I go to, were we in our room? Boy, listen to me, boy. Boy, go in here. Observe this box. The bunny is not in the box. I said the bunny is not in the box. Why could the bunny be in the box? Who took my bunny? No way, dude. What's that? It looks different now. After you bit that apple, your whole house seems to be transported somewhere. Then the apple disappeared and the kernel sprite underwent a transformation. Aside from the change in appearance, the transformation doesn't seem to have any relevant ramifications. Marvel at this adventure in outer space. This movie is... Okay, this movie is really bad. Not even you can defend it. You've been meaning to take this poster down, actually. Armed foes of the deceased? Most people would say the second one was not as great as the first, but you feel just the opposite. It was really cool and sort of gross how they hose each other down with slime that made people angry. TG refers to the film as Nasty Manbro Bukake Theater, whatever the hell that means. Is that John Cusack? Yeah, you guess so, but the damn door be covering up your man cage, seriously, something serious. That ain't cool. Acquire the small Persian rug. It's a towel, dumbass. It will probably come in handy for cleaning up this weird mess in your room. Not that it's a huge priority, though. Boy, look through this window. At least your tire swing remains unmolested. A tree without a tire swing is like a house without a surrounding neighborhood, you guess. That's crazy words. This huge sewing machine, of what use is it? The punch card seems to contain the instructions for carving a totem of a certain shape. You guess maybe other punch cards will produce different shapes? It bears further exploration. Can I click the calendar? No. This funny man text, you should ignore it. Just looking at the cover cracks you up. What a great book. Harry Anderson is your hero, and Mike Cavani's glowing treatment of the man does him every bit of justice. You'll have to give this one another read soon. Alright, let me check my computer. Boy Who Is John. Do as I say. What would you like Boy Who Is John to do? Investigate this device. John, are you there? It seems you are still connected to the internet. Rose is trying to get in touch with you. You will reply in a moment once you have fully assessed your situation. Okay, let's go back outside, I guess. Fred Savage has a punchable face. Your ass. More like a talented young actor whose face you would absolutely want you would want to hang out with if you got the chance, and also if he were not a fully grown man now. Anyway, the thought of monsters lurking in your house scares the shit out of you, which is why this movie is so awesome. But the fact that those monsters could also be your best friend is what makes it doubly awesome. The Ghost Clown, do something with it. The Ghost Clown is called the Kernel Sprite, or rather just the Sprite now, I suppose. You can't do something with it at the moment. The only thing you can theoretically do with it is Tier 2 prototype it, assuming that's still possible. Here, oh, actually, I forgot there's no door, technically, on my bedroom. Out of the door that is not there, exactly. Because we just came from the balcony, which is those little steps up, I'm pretty sure. Let's go downstairs. What is the meaning of this rubbish? Okay, even you have to admit, this one's pretty funny. Hee 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 hee. Use this to reseal that opening there. If only putting the lid back on the Crooksiter would undo all it's done. Alas, Pandora's tube has now been opened. Move this absurd edifice and exit your house, boy. This thing weighs a ton. You're honestly surprised if the game cursor could lift it, or at least not without a significant expense of grist. Of all the places for Rose to drop the infernal thing, more than ever you feel... What's the word you're looking for? Of course, house-trapped. Am I right, guys? Am I right, guys? We're all feeling house-trapped and not any other version of that word. Stow lump of soot for future use, boy. This stuff is really dirty. You don't want it. Besides, you have it on good authority that a significant portion of it is comprised of asbestos. No. Dude, you're Johning it right now. I guess I am, dude. I'm literally Johning it right now. I'm Johning it. I'm smart, but I'm stupid. Wield these instruments of combat. Any one of these things could would make a fine weapon. If only your strife specimen wasn't already allocated. Oh well. Destroy these diminutive soldiers of merriment. It hardly seems worth to go through the bother. You doubt that you could get much more for them at a garage sale even. Maybe a grubby palm of pennies and a kick in the nuts for the whole lot of them. Now, I'm trying to look at this. Topple this urn immediately. That would be disrespectful to your Nana. You just won't do it. Or not intentionally, at least. You consider that it is fortunate she is no longer around to witness his sorrow. On the other hand, you would probably benefit from her elderly wisdom now. Nana. A small dessert tray, unless... In retrospect, it was pretty funny that your dad pied you like that. Got you again by the old man. Okay, I think this is the kitchen over here. This way, through the door that like you see in the cowboy saloon. Oh my gosh, where's my dad? This book is too big for a young, stupid boy. Colonel Sassacre is your favorite book. Almost as favorite as The Wise Guy. They are both your favoriteest of all time. Sampled, powdered, uncooked dessert. Back, ye miserable wench. Stay thy choking airborne particles out of temptation. Examine this artwork. Your dad was so proud when you drew this. He hung it up immediately and it stayed there ever since. That was 1 week ago. Excellent, excellent art, John, for real. Plunder chest. Would you like to play a game? No. Open this door now. Oh, is this how he got in? This is a laundry room. This is no time for laundry. You're right. Thanks for being sensible about it. Open these and rifle through them for goods. You don't give a shit about what's in there. Probably nothing you'd be inclined to use now anyways. Exit, boy. Ponder lawn amusement. Your childhood nemesis, the spring-mounted pogo ride, sadly was not swallowed by the void. We'll have to wait for another day to get its comeuppance. No, dude, my swing set. Looks like your swing set is toast. You relive fond memories in a moment of sorrow. Dang, man. Okay. Of course, the one little bit that has, like, the PDA on it is still living. Claim the dangling tree bubble. The trick handcuffs are still there, thank God. And no, you're not about to try to claim them just now.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Okay, there's like nothing over here. Yeah, I don't see anything over here. Is this the only way we can get to? Because this is the backyard. Admire this wall-mounted gadget. Through some mysterious force, your house still seems to be powered, even though the wires are severed. Quite bizarre. You are not the one who was supposed to prototype it. The Spurb server user is supposed to do that. Okay. I think we've seen everything in this little area. Because we can't go out the front, and we can't go around. So, I think we've seen everything we need to see. Boy, quit all this scurrying around. For the last time, this boy's name is John. Fine, John. Return to your quarters. You go back to your bedroom, tiptoeing around this weird petroleum-based sludge. Guys, would you eat it? No, I'm kidding. Don't eat that. Don't eat that. You go back to your bedroom. Yep. Now, John, respond to your friend Unit. John, are you there?
Hey, yeah, I'm here. And not dead, I think.
I know. I've been watching you scramble through the house like a lunatic. You should have answered me sooner. Yo, Matt Bach, thank you so much for the follow. I'm glad to see you've mostly from Grim Isles to here. We're reading Homestuck, which is a wild webcomic starting in 2009, and ruined the lives of many, myself included.
Hello.
Where was I?
Oh man, sorry. I was looking around for my dad and I can't find him anywhere. Have you seen him?
No, I'm sure he'll turn up. We have more important things to address right now.
Yeah, like, where am I?
I don't know that either, but I've determined your neighborhood was destroyed by the meteor. Whatever you were, oh my god, I'm having a stroke. Wherever you were transported, it saved you from the impact. I've been reading reports in the news. Over the last few days, there have been many smaller meteor collisions from people's homes around the world, and they seem to be getting bigger. Yours was the biggest they've identified so far.
Oh, wow. Okay, so then I guess if this is all the game's doing, then the point is for us to save the world?
Perhaps.
And then we'd better get moving and figuring this game out.
Yes, but wait. We should retrieve your PDA yet again. It will help keep tabs on each other while you investigate. I think I can get you closer to it if I can replenish our grist supply somewhat. There may be a way to recycle some that we already used.
Okay.
I'll meet you out on the balcony.
Oh, wait, Rose, one thing.
What?
You never even wished me a happy birthday. Hello?
I was working on something to send you, but I was running late with it. I didn't want you to think I believed meager well wishes alone would suffice for the occasion. That said, happy birthday, John.
Oh, geez, this is silly. Anyway, thanks.
First, take the fabric item on the floor. There.
The towel, why?
Okay, well, you're the boss. You capture log the towel. What now? Do as the purple text says. To the balcony. No, you're so good. Have your good whatever you're doing tonight. I will be here. I appreciate you following and checking in.
Yippee!
John makes his way to the balcony per your awkwardly worded request. Wait, take that blue wobbly thing. You whimsically decide to capture the totem that was used to create the apple tree earlier. John recycled the grist as was dictated by your cohort. Hey? John cannot do anything with the grist as of this moment. That is up to the spur player.
I see.
Yes, that will suffice. Rose deletes the perfectly generic object. 6 units of build grist are restored to your grist cache. Rose expends the grist to drag a new plank from the balcony to the direction of the PDA. John, run across the precarious platform swiftly. John isn't sure about that. It's a long way down. Boy, I said make haste on the narrow catwalk. John is very nervous about the idea, and the strident tone of your commands is starting to make him a little upset. Fine, proceed as your level of comfort dictates. Tag yourself. Boy, make haste. There you go. I like how, like, everything got deleted but this one little bit where the PDA was. I think that's just really funny. You cautiously walk within range of the PDA. Rose retrieves it. Now take it. Oh my gosh. Goodbye, Harlequin. You grab the PDA, launching one of the Harlequin figurines into the night. You can kiss that one goodbye. Just one forward command will suffice, thanks. It looks like you're not the only one trying to locate your father after the disaster. The following matters have been submitted in frank and forthright manner of Pipefan 413's judicious appraisal. Thank you all. Report most hats removed from danger ties. Next, Fedora Freak. You are all in our thoughts, along with Pipefan 413 and his enviable collection of pipes. Good luck, Fedora Freak. Salvage as many hats as practical. Neighbor's house struck by flaming projectiles. In light of fire hazard, evacuating house of all expensive garments. Status of health/wardrobe. Submitting inquiry of concern over cataclysmic event. Pipefan 413 reply. Please. These boring men are uninteresting. Let me text my friends instead. John, are you okay? You seem a bit tentative.
I'm fine, I guess. Since I got here, I feel compelled to do these weird things I don't really want to do, by some kind of voice that I can't really even hear. I don't know, it's kinda hard to explain.
Perhaps the early symptoms of an anxiety disorder, like post-traumatic stress.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Well, if you can pull yourself together, there are a few more things we could try. Like prototyping the kernel sprite again, if possible. We should hurry, my laptop battery won't last forever.
Okay, I'll go back inside.
No, don't do that. Hop off this ledge onto that car.
What? No, that sounds incredibly dangerous.
Go, go, go.
Nah.
Should I run over this liberal, or should I go around him?
Nah.
Think about the gas prices, though.
Now you're just being a pest.
Which turnip trunk did you tumble out of anyways? Who are you? Years in the future, but not many. An unsealed tunnel welcomes hot desert air into its stagnant depths. Anyways, continuing on.
Upon connecting with the client user, you, the server user, will be met with a control panel allowing you to manipulate your co-player's environment. You will find that you are allowed to deploy 4 items at no expense. 3 of these are rather large machines and 1 is a punch card. It's quite possible that you have already deployed some of these items before reading this. If this is the case, you have activated a machine called the Crookstruder, such that it displays a countdown. You must proceed to section A100 of this walkthrough immediately. The life of the client user depends on it. If your co-player has activated this device in your environment too, then yours does as well. But if not, please refrain from doing anything with the Crookstruder, aside from merely deploying it. This will buy us some time to think things through properly, and to go over the basics of the game before you find your soft, easily punctured head in the jaws of the lion. As mentioned, there are 4 items to consider, each playing a role in the process, which appears to have a singular purpose: to manufacture objects out of thin air. The designers of the game, judging by the language used, regard this process as a sort of alchemy. This may allude to complexities in the production process yet to present themselves, but for now, the variety of objects you are able to create remains quite limited. The items in question are the Crookstruder, again tread lightly with this one, the totem lathe and the alchemitter, and the pre-punched card. I will describe how these devices work in conjunction with each other, and I will use the analogy of having a key made at the hardware store to help you understand. Firstly, deploy all of these objects in convenient proximity to each other. Be sure not to block doors or pathways with them. You can always revise the dimensions of the rooms to make space for them, but I'd advise against this or even experimenting with the function. Doing so comes at the expense of build grist, a commodity which appears to be at a premium at the onset, and one you'd best be advised to save for later. The Crookstruder. Removing the lid signals the moment your life begins a great whirling batshit pandemonium, somewhat resembling the chaos of an especially ethnic wedding. Whoa, that is crazy. Somewhere Sue's uncle deliberately shatters china on the floor, muddy livestock is decorated, and then lost track of. The question, whose mule is this, at times can be heard over the din. This is now your reality. But aside from that, it marks the beginning of a process I am about to describe. The countdown begins, yes. Also an entity called the kernel sprite is released. But neither of these things are all that relevant to this process, to my knowledge. More on these things later. What is relevant is the unlidded Crookstruder's ability to dispense Crooksite dowels. It will dispense at least 1, though I suspect it is capable of producing more, given parameters I'm not familiar with. In my key-making analogy, these dowels represent the uncarved pieces of metal which the hardware store employee retrieves from a drawer or a rack and sets about carving into a key. The 2 following items are needed to do the carving. The pre-punch card, it is a simple Siladex card containing an item. There is evidence to suggest the specific item it contains is variable from session to session. The card I deployed contained a blue apple. Yours may be different. It shouldn't matter, hopefully. Additionally, the card, as you may guess, is punched like one used with antique computing systems. The pattern of holes comprises data, which I believe corresponds to the instructions for creating the item the card contains. That is, it is pre-punch suggests there is a way to punch an unpunched card, possibly imprinting it with the data for an item it contains, though no mechanism for this has presented itself yet. But the data on the card cannot be used to create the item directly. There is a middleman. The middleman is the totem lathe. The totem lathe. Oh my god, there's so much, dude. You guys should love me. Should love me for reading this.
This is essentially the key carving machine. It will carve into your crooksite dowel a pattern of grooves and contours, the sort which makes a key unique. The instructions for this pattern are supplied by the punch card, which is inserted into the lathe pre-activation to configure its chisels. Once the dowel is carved, you have a totem serving as your key, which can then be used to unlock the card item through the alchemitter. But at this point, I will diverge from my key-making analogy to switch to a barcode analogy, which is not a terribly strenuous leap to make, since the concepts of a key and a barcode are essentially the same, one being a unique pattern of grooves, the other of varying black lines. If you place a crooksite dowel, or carved or uncarved, on the alchemitter's small pedestal, its robotic arm will scan the contours with a laser. Hence the barcode analogy. This is the machine's way of reading the data stored, originally imprinted from the card, and transforming that data into a physical object. Though typically this is not done without expense, I believe. An uncarved dowel results in the creation of a perfectly generic object, which is a seemingly useless green cube. It costs 2 units of build grist to make, and I do not advise you waste resources on it. There appears to be many other varieties of grist, ostensibly used in combination to create different sorts of items, which possibly offers some insight into the game's use of the term alchemy. But quite conveniently, there is an exception to this. Creating the item on the pre-punched card costs nothing. This is good because creating this item turns out to be essential. Now that you know this, you can in your own time begin the process. Once you initiate it, naturally there's no going back, so best to be prepared. But you probably shouldn't drag your feet too long. As I mentioned earlier, this is your only means of escape. When you're ready, be prepared to follow the steps in the next section swiftly. So your Crookster is ticking. Do this to live. Jeez. My step money better be going for vocal cord replacer for real. That's actually true. Alright. We're back with Rose. In the distance, meteorites fall with greater frequency. The fire in the forest burns so hot, not even the rain is putting it out. Dang. Check status of battery. Yikers. Your laptop battery is alright for now, but it won't last for long. If the power in the house doesn't come back on, you can think of one last resort, the small backup generator stored behind the mausoleum. Prototype spirit with Betty Crocker box. No, Rose! What? Oh man, you're going to use that? That sucks. What a stupid idea.
We have to hurry along. I'm running low on battery power.
But the cake mix. Oh, this is so dumb.
I doubt it matters. We might as well just use any old crap lying around.
Fine, I guess.
The sprite is playing hard to get. You guess that's what you get for originally prototyping it with something that engenders mischief and pranksterism. Do the potted vegetable instead. It looks delicious. Pipe down, you. This is Rose's decision, not yours. Rose, prototype spirit with Sassacrate text.
Oh yeah, sweet! Now we're talking.
See if you can distract it. I'll try to sneak up on it. John, flail about in a distracting manner. The spirit finds the distracting manner in which you flail about to be rather distracting. The pesky sprite eludes you again. Not even the great Colonel himself can outfox it. In narrowly missing with your attempt to create the Colonel sprite, you drop the massive tome. The entire house rattles under the astonishing girth of the book. In the other room, Nana's ashes dumped onto the sprite, which is caught unaware by the dousing. Inspect hag ash incident. Oh no, Nana. Yes. Grr.
You find the sacred urn toppled again. This time you're quite sure it wasn't your fault. The sprite is nowhere to be found. Rose removed the crux from the doorway. Oh my god, it costs 100? I'm trapped. I guess you could say we're really trapped in this house. Whoa! Oh my god. Kiryu-chan! He's not here. He's not here.
Oh man, where'd it go?
I can't find it anywhere in the house. No time to worry about it. The next thing we should do is get your server copy from the game from your car. You need to connect to my client so I can repeat your steps and presumably join you wherever you are. We should do this quickly before my house burns down.
Oh wait, there's a fire?
There will be soon.
Oh jeez, so move this thing already.
It looks like it requires a lot of grist to move. I don't have enough to relocate the door either.
How much do you have?
0.
Oh, I thought about jumping to the car from the ledge earlier, but that sounds really dangerous.
I have a better idea. Meet me upstairs.
Do again as purple words say.
The curtaining, what the fuck? You were about to head upstairs, but you thought you heard something behind you. It was faint, but you could swear it was a small, light-hearted chuckle along the lines of a spirited "Woohoo!"
Ignore this woman's antics. Oh my god, I think my Nana got combined with that Curdle sprite. You're not sure you even saw a woman, let alone any of her hypothetical antics. But whatever it was, you might have caught a glimpse of it. It sure gave you the willies. You head upstairs on your way to the balcony. Your PDA is acting up again. Indulge the device, but be curt with it. Who's messaging me? Hey, bro. Check it out. I'm working on some new rhymes.
Dude, I don't have time for your nerdy raps.
Come on, this is Hellsville. Just listen.
It sounds like you don't even believe me that I was about to get blown up. But I really was, and now I'm in some weird dimension that Suburb sent me to or something. And now now on top of that, I think I'm being haunted by my dead grandma.
Huh. For real?
For real? Yeah, it's true, but I'll talk to you about it later. About it.
I think I could drop some sick rhymes about all this.
Man, see, I just don't think all that rapping stuff is really as cool as you think it is.
Nah, this'll be dope. Check it.
No, I have to go. Bye.
Wait. Armageddon's getting waged on us, but I'm getting armed and dangerous, sending men in space for saving us. See which player is more courageous, Ben or Bruce? Dudes reaching a truce. Put their blow shoots to use and upsuck it. Affleck, what the fuck is this guy even saying right now? Sack light? What the fuck? I mean, Crefice would have to suffice. Oh, fuck it. Bro be a stained glass saint up on the cross getting hella Christ plagiarist. Bruce is like off of that crucifix. Nothing. Oh my god, what is he saying? What am I reading? It's reminding me of that one Persona song. Oh god, don't bring that up. Enough of this fucking savior fuss. Restrain his ass per McLean Redux, while Buscemi's remain dangerous. When a plane gone astray pays off a wasted craterus. Ashtray catering to layers of Matt McConaughey's vague remainder dust. Wait, McConaughey wasn't even any of those Meteor movies, was he? I'll have to make a rap about it. I don't know, Morgan Freeman or something being the president. It'll be called Obama Made It So That No One Gives a About Black Presidents in Movies Anymore. See, you've got to fill me in on what's going on, so I have something to rap about besides all your dumb shit movies. Enough strange poetry from the red text. Check it out, I'm in the house like carpet. You head out to the balcony and find out what Rose has in mind. She is messaging you again. One sec. tired of other people existing. Purple text is less irrational than red text. Homestuck.
I'm lifting the car up to the balcony.
Whoa, okay.
Once it is up, retrieve the game. Then I'll put it back down on the driveway.
You know, something's gonna tell me that your laptop is gonna die as soon as you bring it up here.
But the door is locked.
Oh,
Then break the window.
But it's my dad's car.
It's just a window. This is sort of an emergency. Otherwise, I promise I'll handle the car with velvet gloves.
All right.
pick up the car. Oh my god, connection lost. No, 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 no! Oh, god. Oh, Rose! Damn it. Damn it. I knew this was gonna happen. I just know John's like, I think I'm gonna kill myself. Quite literally, ridiculous folly, inexcusable. You're inclined to agree, but hey, accidents happen. You double check your PDA to make sure if Rose is really gone. Indeed, this seems to be the case. TG is still pestering you, of course, but another chum is now logged in as well. We'll never get that stuff out of the car now. Oh my gosh. What colors are the words that this chum says?
Green. I'm back. Oh, hi. I went to investigate the explosion I heard. Was it, by any chance, a meteor? Yes. How did you know? Oh, man. It's kind of a long story. Anyway, are you okay? Did it blow up your yard or start a fire or anything? And no, I'm fine. It landed pretty good ways away from my house, and I went to go look at it. And it's pretty big. But Beck doesn't want me to go near it, so I came home. He seems to think it's dangerous. Well, gosh, he's probably right. Anyway, what have you been up to, John? Oh, did you see my package yet? Yeah. I was trying to get it, but Rose dropped my car into a weird, spooky bottomless pit, and the package was in the car, and I'm really sorry about that. Oh, no! Wow, okay, I guess I should start at the beginning. See, a meteor blew up my neighborhood. Oh, that's terrible, John. I'm so sorry. Oh, but it's okay. My house is too, sort of. The game I was telling you about, Spurb, which I was playing with Rose, sort of transported me somewhere at the last minute. But now I'm trapped here, and it's weird and dark, and I can't find my dad, and I just lost the car and my copy of the game in the pit. And I think I have to save the world from the apocalypse. Well, it sounds really crazy and kind of scary, but it also sounds kind of exciting. I don't know, John. Maybe this is your destiny. If anyone can save the world, I think it's probably you. Wow, you think so? Yeah. Well, okay, but it's not even that simple. I was about to connect to Rose to help transport her and save her from the meteors and fire and stuff, but she lost battery power and I lost the game disc. So I think I just have to get TG to use his copy to save her. But that jackass won't shut up and stop rapping and stuff. He's so silly. Yeah, anyway, I should talk to him about it, so BRB.
The green text was attractive. Now view the red text again. When the film crew zooms where the president's at, I'm like, if that dude's black, I'll eat my hat. Turns out he is, and we're all, damn, director's got gumption. Like, we'll all flip our shit, he ain't shining shoes or something. It's called free emancipation. If it's not press election, it's got ascension. In Bruce Almighty, whoops, different Bruce from the one I just mentioned. Can't explain to me this why this ain't condensation. So, oh my god, please. To think I'll shit a brick. Not even he can convey the intention with his quick spun wit. Rather defray all this tension, sit on his lap while he whittles a split in some guy's eye. What he does and patronizes, I guess. I don't think I could say that. The mother of invention. Stop rapping for a second, you horse's ass.
I have something important to talk about. What's up? Rose is in trouble and she needs my help. I was going to connect with her, to her with Spur, but I lost my copy. Okay. Also, she's lost battery power. If she can get back up and running, she'll need someone with the game to get her out of there before her house burns down. So I think you should use your copy of the game to help her. My copy? That's gonna be tough. Why? I lost it. It's a stupid story I'd rather not talk about. Should be embarrassing, yo. I thought you said you had two. Well, yeah, one is my brother's copy. Oh, okay, well, get his then. Alright, but he's not gonna be happy about that. Whatever. Also, you might want to read Rose's walkthrough to get up to speed on this. Oh, man. What? Nothing really. Look, all I'm saying is the girl tends to lay it on kind of thick, you know? Rolls eyes.
Anyway, meanwhile, back with Rose.
Your laptop is out of battery power. There's only one thing left to do. Time to make your way to the backup generator.
You think she should have checked her battery power before she's like, let me lift this giant fucking car? Knit laptop cozy shields your laptop from the rain. Wow, that fast.
That would be such a waste of time. Besides, you already knitted one a while ago. You retrieve it from your knitting bag and apply it to your laptop. You capture lock the Lazy Plus Cozy. Laptop Plus Cozy. Equip Grimoire to Strife Specibus. I still don't know how to say that.
Oh my god.
That would be incredibly ill-advised. There are some dark forces that you just don't want to mess around with. You understand this better than most. You put the book down. Recapture log your items. You grab the knitting bag and the grimoire in that order. It's always a logistical puzzle with your tree modus. The tree auto-balances, leaving the knitting bag accessible in the root card. Allocate knitting needles to Strife Specibus. You feel a lot more comfortable with this as a weapon. You're so handy with those needles, you feel like you could probably use them to fillet a swordfish.
You lose the root card in the process, severing the tree.
Hey, careful with all that stuff. Knit plush cuddle Cthulhu to soothe nerves. That would also be a preposterous waste of time. Besides, you're quite sure you've never heard of this creature called Cthulhu before. There are, however, many other specimens of the zoologically dubious you're familiar with, such as... Consult the grimoire.
Cthulhu, foul patron of misery. To hear his mammoth belly gurgle is to know the epoch of joy has come to an abrupt end. We also got the... And... Nrubyglith, the shame beast king of grotesquerie, writhe lord of the moist beyondhood. Hearing his melodious... Fuck, dude. I read so much bullshit today that I don't know any words. Meliodas chirps and tongue click, sure, causes one's bones to explode. Listen, we're close. I kind of want to get to like 3:30, 3:50 before I die. Wait, I think I just got my skin. Hold on. Yeah, we got everything we need 12 seconds ago. Which means I don't really have to watch this replay anymore. And by watch, I mean just have it up, because I wasn't actually watching it. Yeah. And of course, there's Oglogoth, the Deep One. Whenever he grinds his teeth, all the children of a random galaxy somewhere will frown continuously for a 9,000-year span. He is the first and smallest of the smaller gods, appointed in servitude of a vile, unfathomable pantheon of middling gods, which caters to the whims of the noble circle of horror terrors, an omniscient, omnipotent order of the elite few, forever cloaked in the darkness of the furthest ring. And then also whatever the fuck this is. And then there's this strange page containing some rather mysterious notes on summoning procedures. You've never been quite sure what these diagrams are getting at. I don't know either. Let's take the items and go downstairs. You recapture log everything the way you want it to appear in the tree and head downstairs. You figure that's enough dilly-dallying and it's time to get a move on. All right, let's hear this. What a weird ass fucking house. How, like, what is this part? And how does the water just flow through it? I don't know. I don't know.
You wonder if this rain will ever let up. It's driven since the month began. Perhaps long enough to forget its purpose. It's no longer even known to assuage fire. Somewhere a zealous god threads these strings between the clouds and the earth, preparing for a symphony it fears impossible to play. And so it threads on, delaying the rays of the conductor's baton. How you hate this season. April is the cruelest month, breeding lilacs out of the dead land, mixing memory and desire, stirring dull roots with spring rain. I don't know why I said sparkling. American sports legend Charles Barkley. Confront mother in hall. Oh my gosh. Surely your mother is lurking nearby. You should be prepared for an unpleasant confront. Oh, psych! Oh my gosh, we're switching. We're switching. What? There's this really cool dude, okay? He's standing around being all chill. Like, cool dudes are known to do sometimes. A cool dude like this probably has a real cool name, but he probably wouldn't just tell you what it was if you asked. He'd be way too busy for that. Being busy being totally sweet. But you could always try to guess his name, and if you were right, he might not ever so slightly. That's a cool dude's way of letting you know you might just be there might just be hope for you yet. Let's enter a name. Insufferable This guy doesn't have time for this sort of bullshit. Try again. Dave Strider. That's my goat right there. For real. The myth, the man, the legend, Dave Strider. Yeah! Guys, let me tell you what I have right here. Get off me. Get off me. You get off me too. You hear this? You know what these are? You know what these are? I'll tell you right now. There's some sweet shades. I'd put them on, but then I'd be blind. I can shittily put them over my glasses. I'm fucking Dave Strider now. You can't see me, but I've got the shades on. I've got the shades on. I'm ready. I'm ready to party. Let's examine this room. Your name is Dave. It is unseasonably warm April day. Your bedroom... Here, I'll put these on the top of my head. Your bedroom window is open to let some air in, and your fan is cranked. Arguably, even more cranked would be your fly beats, which brings us to your variety of interests. A cool dude like you is sure to have plenty. You have a penchant for spinning out unbelievable ill jams with your turntables and mixing gear. You have to rave about bands no one's ever heard of but you. You collect weird dead things preserved in various ways, and you're an amateur photographer and operate your own makeshift darkroom. You maintain a number of ironically humorous blogs, websites, and social networking profiles. And if the inspiration strikes, you won't hesitate to drop some fat rhymes on a mofo and represent. What will you do? Wouldn't you like to know? Here, go back from whence you came, fucker. You go back from whence you came. I don't even know why you're here. Also, I dropped hair on myself, and I don't know where it went. Anyways. What will you do? This is the room, by the way, if you wanted to see it closer. Or look at it again. Dave, quickly retrieve arms from cinder blocks. Nah. Dave, get the damn beta and save your friend's life. This notion strikes you as nonsensical. You can't imagine how a video game could save someone's life. And in any case, you're quite sure no one you know is in any danger. Anyway, these are your copies of the beta you received in the mail recently. You've labeled them with your name, in bold red print, obviously. to distinguish them from your bro's copies, who labeled his in kind. Neither of you really gives a shit about this game or has any intention of playing it, but you'll be damned if you'll let that get in the way of your campaign of one-upmanship. Dave, bleat like a goat and piss on your turntable. No, Dave, don't do it. You would never consider allowing any fluid even remotely resembling urine to touch your beloved turntables. That would risk breaking them, and a world without the gift of your godly science just doesn't sound like a place you want to be part of. While you're at it, you might as well wipe out human civilization with a meteor or something ridiculous like that, which will probably never happen. That sort of thing only happens in stupid idiot movies for stupid idiots. You will, however, contemplate bleeding like a goat for ironically humorous purposes at a later date. Dave, examine the closet. This is your closet. This is where you keep a lot of your crap. Like that box and that bottle of... What is that? Is that... Dave, check the blue box. This is the package that your friend John Egbert sent you for your 13th birthday a little while ago. It now contains nothing except a note and a certificate of authenticity vouching for the genuine Hollywood memorabilia which the box originally contained, and which you are now wearing to be ironic, but also to be incredibly cool in a way somehow intangibly related to the ironic nature of the accessory. You find it sort of exasperating to explain these subtleties to people. The box also includes a signed photo of Ben Stiller, which now proudly hangs above your closet. Proudly and ironically. See, these are the glasses he's canonically wearing. These ones right here. Dave, take the box. The captcha you captcha log the box through your hash map fetch modus. Your modus's current hash function resolves the index by valuing each consonant at 2, each vowel at 1, and the total is divided by your number of cards. A remainder in the remainder is in the is the index. Sorry, I'm having a stroke reading that. Box equals 2 plus 1 plus 2 equals 5. 5 divided by 10 is 5. I'm assuming that's what that means. The box is captcha logged in card 5. Damn, he's got to do fucking math. That's worse. Dude, I used to have this GIF saved on my computer. This apple juice GIF. Ew, I know, right? I'm like, bro, you want me to do math? Dude, I can't even read. Oh, hell yes. It's an unopened container of apple juice. You thought you were all out. It's like fucking Christmas up in here. This is so great. You've got to tell John about this immediately. He'll be so excited. Dave, take the juice. You captcha log the juice into card 7. 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 10. 7. Access Pastor Chom and Pastor John. In addition to letting your buddy know about this outstanding juice windfall, you figure you'll wish him a happy birthday while you're at it. In your own cool, sort of roundabout way, of course. Good thing you looked at the box he sent you, or you might have forgotten. You also might as well ask him about that beta. The kid's been harping about it for weeks. It would be cool if it came in on his birthday. He'd be one happy camper. Let me pester my friend. Dope rhymes, so dope. Ill beats, complete bullshit. What did that one say? Hephaestus. Hey, so what sort of insane loot did you rake in today? You know, we read this already. Good plan. I'm actually gonna go get some apple juice real quick. Listen, make sure that's not accidentally piss in there. You never know. Yeah, we read all of this during John's part. Go online and view sites indicative of your interests. Dude, Game Bro. It's from March. You open the Hephaestus web browser and direct it to your ironically maintained blog where you post monthly satirical reviews of Game Bro magazine. Your latest post is a review of the March issue. Oh my god. Spicy sweet chili is my favorite fucking Dorito flavor. Grand snack. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Would you read this?
Let me know. Oh man, when this, what does it say? This heady volume of unabridged awesomeness hit my doorstep, it made a sort of thunderclap, like the kind I'm sure Moses heard when God dropped stone tablets containing a review of a game involving the ambiguous marriage of insane stunts and extreme hunger management solutions for dudes on the go. It's like you see that little bag of chips there, you just grab it and go, bro, and keep thrashing shit up. I am so hella pumped of this. There are some obvious questions like how outrageous are these snacks? Will popular beverages play a role? And how critical will they be in your quest to attain absolute sweetness? Will the game land the coveted but elusive 5 hats out of 5 hats? Sweet Bros hella blog. You've been meaning to write a review for the latest issue too, but you've been sort of dogging it. Something about the game they're reviewing just doesn't strike you as ripe for satirical purposes. In a new tab, you open another one of your sites, a webcomic ironically maintained through a satirical cipher vaguely similar to that of your blog. It's called Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff, bro. Tell me y'all know Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff, bro. You have legions of devoted fans, most of whom are totally convinced of your creative persona sincerity, which is just how you like it. Sweet Bro and Hella Jeff. I can't wait to be a useless piece of shit all day and play these games. Fuck, I'm falling down all these stairs. I warned you about stairs, bro. I told you, dog. It keeps happening. I told you, man. I told you about stairs. What y'all think of that comic? What'd y'all think of that one? That was pretty good. AJ was acquired. Are you sure it's not pissed? Just asking. Check the latest page in the Midnight Crew. You figured as long as you're chilling at your computer, you might as well see how the new MSPA story is going. You haven't looked at it in a while. Midnight Crew. Oh my gosh. You are members of a sinister gang called the Midnight Crew. Your nefarious plots are serpentine in complexity. Your schemes convoluted. You are planning a heist in your underground hideout. What will you do? Use Occam's razor on plans and schemes. Spade Slick uses Occam's razor to carve a circular hole in the heist plans, freeing it from the knife. You wonder what moron would jam the knife so hard into the table in the first place. Spade Slick climb ladder and exit hideout, implement nefarious plots. You push against the manhole cover, but it seems some unbelievable jackass has parked your getaway van on top of it. A familiar feeling stirs. That feeling is overwhelming, so blackening rage. It's the sort of rage that'll make a man feel totally justified in sporting an unnecessarily elaborate assortment of fancy blades. This is why you need railings for your stairs. That's actually true. I don't know, now that you mention it. Skip 100 pages or so. You don't remember where you last left off, so you jump way ahead. You always forget to save your place in the story. It looks like the tempers have become short in this pressure cooker already. You speculate that the tipping point may have been an ill-advised motion for a game of 52 pickup. Save your place, read it later. Even though the adventure began recently, it's already over 3,000 pages long. You just don't have time for this bullshit. You'll catch up later. Besides, it looks like someone's pestering you. You're pretty sure you know who it is. Let me answer this, chum.
In some cultures, the persistent refusal of a lady's invitation to play a game with her would be a sign of wanton disrespect. Either that or flagrant homosexuality.
What? No, look, I'm busy, okay? I've got a lot of shit on my plate. I am sort of a big deal, okay?
I know. Sometimes I wonder how you ever allowed to, I wonder how you are ever allowed to pay for meals in restaurants. It must be hard to keep a low profile while you guys are always, while you're always overhearing odd voices whisper, "It's that guy who has the blog."
Seriously, dudes be worshiping me left and right. I can hardly walk down the street without stepping over torsos of the prostrate.
Navigating the urban landscape, I'm sure, is difficult enough without an obstacle course of differential flesh and skyward asses. Perhaps adapting the art of parkour to your unique environment would help.
Yeah, I mean, damn. Like, there's this scruffy little shit at my feet, an orphan or something, I don't know. Face flush on the pavement. I'm like, dude, you listening for a stampede of buffalo or something? He braves a look at me, then gives my shoe a little kiss and scurries the fuck off.
Heavy as the crown.
Yeah, not kicking Oliver Twist in the fucking face every day is my gift to the world, I guess.
Breathtaking magnanimity.
Among other things. I just give and fucking give.
Indeed, nary a jewel tumbles from your wish box of daily exploits, which I imagine does not sparkle.
Oh, for fuck's sake, you're just lobbying me for the for that. Oh my god. Yeah, I gotta end soon. I can't speak anymore. Especially with these two people. They just say words. They just say words that mean nothing. You're just lobbying me to play that dumb game.
Baseless accusation.
Look, I'm telling you, Egbert is all about that game. He will play it with you and probably be tickled about it.
I know this very well. I cannot hasten his mail's delivery, however.
Yeah, I'll hassle him some more about it. And look how about this. If you ever find yourself in the position where your life depends on me playing that piece of shit game, then I'll play. Will that make you happy?
More than you know. It perfectly mollifies my grief over the demise of chivalry.
John, what are you doing? Stop doing nothing. Non-existent words. What? Meanwhile, in the present, in a place where the present may be a concept of dubious merit, John is spacing out, but a vague and forceful thought jolts him to attention. Or maybe is it that bumping sound on the other side of the door? What is that? A thick, unpleasant fluid pools from beneath the door. Yuck. Troubling. Investigate this. There's a trail of fluid in this hall leading to your room. Dave, play some hauntingly sick beats. You've had enough of the computer for a while. You feel like you've been messing around on it all week. It's time to get your jam on. You pull up your trusty Akai MPC 1000 sampler and prepare to get sick nasty. Let's see what we can get here. Okay, let's... I want to see them all first. Or I guess hear them all. Oh. There's some wild beats. What is this one? Sounds like Jet Set Radio OST. Okay, I kind of like this one. Let's do some combos here. Wow, these are some great beats. Yeah. It's so good. Let's take a sip of apple juice, despite what John said. Anyways. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I had to. It was funny. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. Let me, we're so close. We're so close to 350. Those beets were so fresh, they belong in the produce aisle, is what you're talking about. Soccer moms be thumping that shit for ripeness like melons, know what I'm saying? After beets that fresh, it would be a crime not to reward yourself with a celebratory swig. Sniff. It's piss! You can't do it. John's got you all twisted up inside now. All you can think about is Mandel's gross monster piss. Damn you, Egbert. You recapture the juice. Allocate sword to strife. Specipus. Your strife specipus is already allotted with the blade kind. Oh my god. There's no need to allocate it. You can wield your sweet ninja sword as a weapon once it is in your strife deck, but you will have to recaptulog it first before moving it there. Let's do it. Aww. Is this what happened to our copies of the games? And it's on my turntable, bro. The ninja sword occupies the same card as the juice, expelling the juice from your Scylla decks. Splashes all over your turntables and your copies of the beta. Ugh. Get a towel or something. You head out to get a towel from the bathroom across the hall. You glance at one of the many radical puppets in your bro's collection and nod in approval. Is there anything not awesome about your bro? Nah, you don't. You think not. You enter the bathroom. There's a damn towel on the floor you can probably use for this crisis. You stop to pay a little respect to one of your bro's boys up there. Hey, little man, how's it hanging? Capsule the damn towel. God damn it. Search the bathroom for something slightly less damp. Nah, you decided to wring this towel out into the toilet to make it less damp. Now it's just a towel. Take towel. Take the towel and grab the box again while you're at it. Let's clean up the juice. You clean up the juice with the towel and hang the damp beta envelopes on your line to dry off. Dude, it's me. Oh no. In the breeze of the fan, the betas jostle near the open window. This arrangement is a little disconcerting. If they fell out, it sure would be a stupid way to lose them. Let me turn off the fan. Click. The crisis is easily averted. You can't imagine it will ever resurface later in any way, shape, or form. That beta is as good as yours. Forever. You should probably go pester Egbert again. You wonder if he found the beta yet. You might also chat about your respective Sylodices and fetch modi. If the topic happens to come up, you wonder if he is anywhere near as smooth with his Sylodex as you are. Probably not. It's probably not even humanly possible. Oh, suddenly a rambunctious crow flies in the open window and snatches the beta, possibly to make a nest with, or maybe just for the sake of being a brainless feathery asshole. You yell at the bird. Stop! What did we even yo out? Oh, my sword. Oh my god. That bird's fucking dead. You accidentally launch your ninja sword. Everything goes flying out the window, dead bird and all. No one can ever know about this. And there's just a itty bitty exclamation point right there. Look out the window. Yeah, you can kiss all that stuff goodbye. You feel sorry for the bird, but at least you never plan on using that beta ever. Anyway, now that that bit of ugliness is behind you, you guess you can look forward to several more hours of messing around in the same room. Whoa, wait, what was that? Oh my gosh. Listen, well, you gotta be careful of hash collisions. I think we'll pause it here, since I did say that we were gonna start at 350. But, you know, I couldn't just leave us there. I had to go a little bit above and beyond. Let me save this one. Can I save over this? Oh no, I meant to go back. Fuck me in it. Let me. Oh no, wait. Did that save there? I guess so. Okay, it did. If not, I will be able to remember which one we're on. So, that was Homestuck for right now anyways. You've gotten officially up to 358. What did we think so far? So far, what do we think? And would you ever want a part 2 to this stream? Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. The brain rot is real. I need more. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, we've got to pick up. You guys haven't even seen the half of it yet. You guys haven't even seen the half of it yet. It's crazy, actually. Oh my gosh. But thank you guys so much for watching today's little stream. Next stream will be tomorrow with whatever I decide to play, because I don't know if I have stuff planned or not, but I guess we'll find out. I'm trying to think. Oh, I am I am about to go play Overwatch. So, Black Blue, if you want to play Overwatch for your dailies, let me know, because I'm about to hop on either way. Hydro, I'd ask you, but it's very late for you. Your ass needs to go to bed. But until next time, make sure you hit that follow button if you haven't already. And take care of yourselves, because I'll see ya. Bye. Black Blue, meet me go in NVC and I'll drag you. Bye.